One thing I know about your grandma, she's rude.
Rude as fuck.
Rude woman.
I thought you were dead.
Sun out of your eyes and be yourselves.
Heard you were dead.
She's dead, wrapped in plastic.
That man's dead back there.
It was worse than dead. Must be dead. Is this a dead man, Doctor?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Roast Mortem Podcast. I'm Tom.
I'm Travis.
Hello. I am the Cody.
And once again, no Mike, because he fell down some stairs.
Trying to do a fucking 12 stairs.
I don't believe this dude. I'm so mad every day at him, but also, I love him.
He's good, but he just has to be more like Tony.
Yeah, we're going to kick him up the stairs if he doesn't show up.
He's be like
right.
Tony Mullen.
Tony Mullen, yeah.
Favorite skater.
I think he likes Chad Muscart better.
Oh, I love Marscart.
He's not bad.
How's this week?
I had a fun week.
It's a good week.
Yeah?
Fine week.
I got to do my first cosplay.
Oh, what would you cosplay as?
I was dank nuggets of weed.
Oh, lovely.
You were one dank nugget. Wait, what?
I was one dank nugget
Explain
of
what
weed.
a dank nugget of weed means.
So, let me contextualize my cosplay.
All right.
I went to a show to see the band Cannabis Corpse, which I'm friends with.
Yeah.
Those guys are great. And last minute, Phil was like, hey, you want to wear this dank nug suit and mosh in the pit and get up on stage and chill? And I'm like, no. But then I had a drink and I was like, yeah.
I saw some of those pictures. It looked fantastic.
Yeah, I felt real dumb. There was a lot of padding. I was overheating, but when I fell down in the pit, it was like nothing happened. Like, I got stepped on by 12 metalheads while I was on the ground, but I felt fine.
So you're recommending putting on dank nugs whenever you go to any show?
Yeah, exactly. But unfortunately, because of that, the police have been notified, and I'm going to jail forever for being weed.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Calling the police.
Tell jail
right.
I said hi.
Well, they'll remember you.
Yeah.
You made quite the stink there, man.
Cody, you have a good week?
What's up?
You have a good week?
Yeah, I had a great week. It's a good week. Uneventful week. But it's a good week. How's
Oh, thanks.
How's yours,
Thanks for
Travis?
asking me.
You're fucking welcome.
Thanks for asking me. I had a very strange week.
Well, how was your week, Strange? I mean, I was a giant weed, so I don't
I
understand.
pushed my organs into my body, and I felt them pop back into place.
Is it your testicles? Because they're supposed to be on the outside of your body.
No, I found out that podcasting is dangerous, and you guys are mean because you're funny. Because back in November, I laughed too hard, and I gave myself a hernia on the show, and my organs came out through my muscle and formed a bulge. And just the past episode we recorded, they came out even more.
Oh, I thought you said they went in.
Yeah, no. So basically, I went to the doctor. I was like, "This isn't right. I got some baby alien. I got a little Italian baby alien in my stomach."
Why is it Italian?
I don't know, because I eat a lot of pasta. I'm assuming that it's Italian because I've nurtured it.
So, wait a minute. You did tell us before that you went to the doctor, and he said you didn't have a hernia.
Yeah, he thought I had a sprain.
Right, sprain, which is...
Sprained what?
Sprained muscle in my gut.
Oh.
This is a very bad doctor.
Oh, he's a great doctor. But then he showed up and I showed up again. I was like, look at this fucking baby Italian man in my stomach. And then he was like, all right, let me try to... He also speak like, hey, Travis, all right, let me try to push it down for you.
Is your Dr. Gilbert Godfrey?
He sounds like it. No, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not exaggerating here. That's what he sounds like. So he's like...
Good.
He tries to push the little baby alien Italian man down.
It's a hernia. Call it a hernia.
No.
Do you want to name it? Do you want to call it Hermania?
It's Waluigi. He's a growing in my
Lewis.
stomach. Wal Lewis.
It's Wal Lewis.
So he's trying to push it down, and he's like, all right, you can try it home. And I'm like, okay. You couldn't push it down.
What kind of doctor is this? I can't help you. Why don't you help yourself at home?
Yeah. So he's
What
like,
the fuck?
he's like, you need to go see the specialist, the surgeon the next day, but you could try it home. So I went home. I ordered a whole bunch of Mexican food because I thought that was a good idea.
Well, it does break apart easily.
Yeah, but before I ate my Mexican food, I laid down on my couch, and I pushed on this hernia, and I felt this pop, and the two of my intestines, like, going back into place, And I just laid on my couch for about 20 minutes making like, oh, fuck.
Confusing your entire apartment.
Yeah, it was like weird orgasm sounds, but also it was like good and like, I don't know, it was different.
So it's in there.
Yeah.
It's in there. That's good.
It might pop back out tonight.
Get a girdle. Fuckwad.
My first friend that is male between the legs who's pregnante.
Yeah, pregnant. Oh, it's on my stomach.
Oh.
It's not in my fucking junk. It's right in the middle of my stomach.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, pregnante.
Pregnante.
I don't know. Sometimes people get hernias and their balls get really big.
Is that what you'd prefer?
Nope.
I think you'd look pretty cool if you had some giant balls in there. Like two CVS bags.
Those are expensive.
Just kind of filled with rice
10
and water.
cents, Cody.
Welcome to New York prices. Where shit that should be free is extra.
All right, Coder.
What?
What's on the copy lap?
On the
Chopping man.
On the chopping block mortician slab, we have a very special guest. We have the one, the only, Lafayette Ronald Hubbard, otherwise known as LRH, L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard.
That guy.
Yeah.
My hubby.
Damn. Oh, well, this is going to be fun.
I love science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard.
He's
my favorite science fiction writer.
He's very tepid and not great at the things he's done with his everything.
I mean, I'm going to give credit where credit's due.
Where?
Where? Battlefield Earth was really something else.
John Travolta.
Now, I'm not saying good, but I'm going to say something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that happened.
Cheers to that, then.
Kind of the same way that Travis's new baby is something else.
Yes, you heard right. L. Ron Hubbard, a.k.a. the self-help guy who helped himself. Also a fuckwad with boats. Boats.
Nice.
My hubby is excellent at boats.
Yeah.
I have high hopes of smashing my name into history so violently that it will take a legendary form, even if all books are destroyed. That is the real goal, as far as I'm concerned. L. Ron Hubbard.
Doesn't sound like an author to me.
No, he sounds like he's trying to write like a Broble or something.
He sounds like a nice man who's just lost.
Yeah.
Like lost in
He could be
space.
portrayed by Frankie Muniz.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
Life is not fair for him, man.
Not Frankie Muniz as you knew him, just now Frankie Muniz.
Right, the drug-altered, even wider head than before, Hey Arnold-looking man that is Frankie Muniz.
I could land a plane on that forehead.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Honestly, if he does play him, he's going to have a lot of problems. He's going to turn into a Philip Seymour Hoff.
Careful.
Yeah,
Philip
careful.
C.
But anyway, we'll get into that later,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Lafayette Ronald Hubbard, born in Tilden, Nebraska, 1911.
Ooh.
Mom's a teacher, dad's a military man. When 1927 rolls around, however, he moved to Guam with his mom while his dad was dropping bombs in World War I.
Wait, in
That's really good.
Wait, in
I really appreciate a
1927?
good rhyme.
Yeah, they moved.
Wait, he wasn't dropping bombs in 1927.
his dad was.
1927 World War One.
They moved.
So he was just
for
like
that.
still dropping bombs like 10 years after the war ended.
I believe it. I mean,
It was like a patrol stationary, like look
Oh,
out.
just
for-
mashing
yeah.
World War One.
I needed the rhyme scheme, you fuckwad.
it's good.
Shut up.
It's good, and also
God damn
not for
it.
nothing. We have talked about how little respect the Southern Pacific Islanders get.
Oh, just getting mashed.
Yeah, I mean,
World War
like-
One, 10 years plus.
Well, we never talk about it in World War II shit. You know,
True.
So when your ass is up in Guam, you're stopping off at Chinese ports, trading with Eastern peeps, getting a taste of the exotic Oriental. You know what I mean? You're just like,
Is he eating like iguanas on sticks and shit?
what?
Iguanas on sticks? I saw them.
Iguanas
They're eating that in China.
what are you talking about?
in China?
Are you talking about an iguana kebab?
Yeah, dude.
No.
Oh, all right. I tried.
All right.
And lo and behold, he's a racist. He's describing Chinese people as lazy, ignorant goofs. And
Goof?
when I say goofs, know that Elron said not goofs.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
the other one.
Yeah, just to swap a letter out for something else, and you know what I mean. That's what he's saying there, and
The words of an author.
posthumously, a little fast forward, we'll even like find out in a diary scribble. He would say, "They smell of all the baths they don't take. The trouble with China is there's too many cheats there, and when I say cheats, I meant." Yeah.
It's what my dad calls Chinese food.
Yeah. You know what? You can call Chinese food that, I feel, because it's not gonna have it's not gonna have hurt feelings.
Well, yeah, chances are you're ordering it from the comfort of your own white home when you do that.
yeah.
Yeah. Can I get...
That's a very vague statement.
Excuse me, can I have a General Taoist? And can I please have the Mugu Gai Pan, please? Hot. I don't want it cold this time.
Straight up impression of Dad.
Christ.
One impression of Dick, please.
Send it in the helicopter.
Heliocopter. Do you know the weird etymology with helicopter? It's not helio.
That'd be suncopter.
Yeah, it's helicter is because helic is spiral and ter is wing, like PTR, like pterodactyl.
Dude.
So it's spiral wing is a helicopter.
Only thing I know about pterodactyls is the spiral jisms they shoot.
That's not
When they're having an orgy.
They almost never shoot that. Actually, I don't know.
I do know. I have examined the video frame by frame, pixel by pixel.
I'm no herpetologist.
Oh, my goodness.
Later in 1920... Later. What are you doing? Later, in 1927, Hubbard returned to school in Helena High School in Montana. Started writing for the school paper, so you know he was that little fucking shit in high school. He's like, dude, I saw this oriental princess and this mystic sky dragon. Killed one and fucked the other on the first one's corpse.
Oh,
Like, you know, that fucking exaggerator
yeah.
kid that wouldn't shut the fuck up about anything.
We've mentioned our exaggerator on the show before.
we have one, and I love bleeping out names. So, John, if you're out there listening, you're a soldier to the Fable community.
Yes.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to listen to the other podcast to find out what ninja we're talking about.
That's right.
Yeah, he's an artist of untruths.
True autist.
Yes. From high school, he makes moves to get into the Navy. He can't do it. He failed the Navy entrance exam. And then he's like, fuck, I really want to get into the Navy. So he goes back to school, to prep school in Manassas, Virginia, to help him get that edge he needs to get in that Navy.
How do you fail out of Navy?
He just didn't get through the fucking entrance exam.
I have a feeling he forgot to write his name down.
Okay, we'll find out right now, because he tries again after getting this preparatory edge. He's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Navy's still like, you fail. And he's like, what am I doing wrong? What the fuck? And the Navy's like, you have the shittiest eyes we've ever seen. Like, that's why you fail. It's like, you're not, like, retarded. And I'm sorry prep school didn't help, but you have bad eyes. Like, we're sorry you wasted your time. We should have told you the first time.
Yeah, really. Well, they look like the dicks. Right now, I'm on Elrond's team, aside from the writing.
But keep in mind, the military is telling him right now, we don't want you. Your eyes are shitty. Full disclosure to his face.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Cool.
Now, goes back to school again because he's like, well, fuck, what am I going to do?
I mean, can I predict what he does?
No. Shut up.
Shut up, Travis.
I'm just thinking he joins the freak show and he's an onion eye boy and he just smashes onions together and rubs them in his eyes.
Just for the
Like,
kick of it.
take a look at me.
Grand Theft Auto
I've
doesn't
seen
exist.
a Chinese dragon and I can rub onions into my elbows.
I really think that was you projecting yourself from like 10 years ago.
Oh, well,
Remember when you were like, you used to put sunscreen into your eyes?
Oh, yeah, because I'm allergic to sunscreen.
Yeah, but it also, if it said no tears, you would be like, well, let's see what's going on here.
Let's use it to flush my cornea.
If you haven't guessed, I was the guy that used to make weird concoctions at the school lunch table and people would dare me to eat it or drink it.
Yeah.
I was basically Shrek.
I don't know.
I don't remember Shrek eating pure garbage at any point in the movie. It's always like it's a ham or something, I feel, right?
Yeah, Shrek does have good taste.
All I'm just trying to say is I am an all-star.
Hey now.
Yeah. You're Travis.
Let's schmooze
Tom,
it.
can you give me a beer?
Shut up, Travis.
Beers around.
Thanks, dog. Oh, thanks,
They're on
Cody.
the floor,
Tell
but
me
we
more
dropped
about
it.
hubby.
So he gets kicked back out of the military. He's like, fuck, let's go back to preparatory school, close out that last semester. But let's schmooze it up. Let's ride it. Let's freeload. Let's see how far we can go. 1932. Goes to his school. He's like, let me grab 50 of my best friends, young explorers. Let's get 50 of them. We'll go to the Caribbean and do documentaries on pirate ruins and bring back shit for museums.
Okay. I'm just going to cut you off there for a second.
What's going on?
50 best friends?
50 best friends, man.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't have 50.
And they
best
all
friends.
We have a lot of friends, but 50?
Yeah.
That leads me to believe he has 0 friends, or he doesn't know what friends function as.
Or he doesn't know what best it does or is.
I have a feeling no one liked this guy, but he had really good muffins or something that he brought into school.
Yes, you're my friend. You're my friend. I have. You want my corn muffins? I brought you a corn muffin for you.
He had the
We're friends. Hey, we're friends.
no, he
dude.
had
I
the
got corn
Frito
muffin.
Lays that had ploids on it, and he would trade the ploids for everything.
That's good. That's very likely.
Dude, my dad bought me so many Fritos, and I have so many ploids right now.
My dad goes to Costco, and your dads go to Costco.
Yeah, but I can get a fucking Nerf gun for free.
So isn't this a lovely, all expenses paid trip cost to the school? Trip to the Caribbean for 50 of your best friends?
It's not bad.
It's good.
I'd take it.
Good stuff. Well, it seems like it's not fair to the school. You know what I mean? If the school's willing, but it's just like, are you really going to do these things you're saying you're going to do? Or are you just going to fuck around and get drunk in the Caribbean on the school's dime?
I would pretend I'm John Depp. I'd pretend I'm sailing the high seas.
This is so unfair to me. We couldn't even get a bowling team started because they didn't want to get a bus to travel a mile away. I'm so mad.
Well, 10 of these best friends didn't get to the port. Didn't go.
Well, they do.
No, they just bailed because they're like, there's a shitty storm clouds out there. So, you're immediately down 10 best friends. That's a...
Oh.
You still got 40, though.
Still got 40
You're
best friends.
No, he doesn't.
I'm
Because
gonna
11
miss-
more leave at the next port because they're like, no, fuck this. So how many best friends does he have now?
Do you think Elron's been, touchy with his best friends between that point?
We'll see. Hold on. So he lost 10, and what was that 11 number you threw out there? I was drunk.
Yeah, it was
looking
10,
now.
10, then 11. So he lost 10, then 11, started
Oh,
at 50.
fucking
He's got
math,
the,
dude.
what is he? He's
He's down at
24.
29, right?
29.
Yeah, you
29.
lost 21 idiots, so you basically have no friends, but you have 28 suckers.
Yeah.
That's what that boat's
Is
filled
that
with.
math? Okay.
Dude, I always just default to 24 because Jack Bauer.
Yeah.
True. Bowers doesn't.
At this point, the crew and the funds were so short, the owners of the vessel, a.k.a. whoever, the school got them to do this, were just like, you guys have no idea what you're doing. Please come back. And this was the end of the manipulative fuckery. Just a little foreshadowing. This is how he does his expeditions. He's bad with boats. Really bad at guessing how much things cost to do on a boat, how far a thing is on boats. It's just you're gonna try to get to where in that? Are you serious, Mr. Hubbard?
Damn. And life lesson Tom is coming in here. Never buy a boat. Just get your friend to do it. And
Yeah.
Wait,
you
what-
don't want to deal with that upkeep.
Wait, what do you mean get your friend to do it? Ride on top of your friend while he does the breaststroke?
No, I mean, get your friend. Whenever your friend goes, I think I might be buying a boat, push them to do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
all
you
right.
yourself should never do it because it's a pain in the ass to keep in the water.
But always buy
And
a
get
jet.
out of the water.
Yeah.
And shrink wrap.
Always buy a
De-shrink
jet
wrap.
ski.
Way too much.
Sea-doos, yes.
Always buy a jet ski.
Yes. Yeah,
Because that's
you're right.
the motorcycle of the water.
Pretty much.
It's a motorcycle.
And if you fall off a jet ski, you're not immediately just shredded meat.
You can have fun with it.
Yeah.
It takes 2 minutes to come to rest, and you're just breakdancing.
Yeah.
You're just Jesus breakdancing when you wipe out of a jet ski.
If you're on a motorcycle and you have
hammered.
every protective piece of garment you can get, and you hit a pole, you're still dead. But all you need on a jet ski is a life vest, and you're probably going to be fine.
Life
Yeah.
vest and a mullet.
Yeah,
So
that does help.
I'm thinking Elron should probably just do his expeditions on jet skis.
Bingo.
I'm just trying to imagine just the Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria just 3 jet skis, and everyone's just holding on to the end of one. It's just a chain.
The
Really
And they
high-powered
just see a
jet
storm cloud, and they're just
Yeah, well, that would be called like the Lexus, the Mabel, and the
Ferrari.
The Miami Vice.
Yeah,
that's
the
good.
Mary Lou.
Travis, everything's fine down there?
Yeah, I'm good.
We're still in one piece?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Pulp Fiction with a lowercase P and F. Shut up.
Okay,
No
so
Samuel L. Jackson.
No Quentin Tarantino.
No squints. No Bruce Willis. Pulp Fiction, you know this good stuff. You guys are going to paint a picture. These are, of course, not illustrated by L. Ron Hubbard, but these are by him. Just look how cool this is.
These are covers?
Yeah, these are covers. Isn't that fucking like, ooh, yeah, intrigue of the 1930s?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you didn't have anything to do with, like, the illustration.
One of them says exotic, peppy, exciting.
Which one of those doesn't belong?
Peppy.
Yeah, I feel like he's responsible for writing the header of that cover.
so these are novels that he wrote.
Yep, and you see there's a nice name alongside his work there in the second cover, if you could recognize it.
Oh, Isaac Asimov.
Yep. Co-published with Isaac, so he's in there. He's big
okay.
names. These are very cool fucking covers.
He has absolutely no imagination though for someone who does science fiction.
Right.
Mystery adventures and science adventure.
All the heavy lifting is done by the illustrator, right, boys?
Yeah, great illustration.
Dude, I like how she's holding the Colt and her tits are kind of out a little bit.
Right.
It's hot.
And she's fucking that Canadian Mountie.
Yeah. Was it Yukon Madness? Right. Sexy. How about this?
Oh, fantastic.
And what's happening in this fantastic...
There's I don't know if that's kind of racist looking. It's like an ant Arab.
I think it's a gin, Travis.
Yeah, all right, but it's an ant Arab,
Gin.
and he's like looking at a crystal, and then there's these two white people yelling.
Yeah,
They're clearly the heroes, right?
Yeah,
The white
yeah.
folk.
of course. Yeah, the two sexy Aryan-looking folks behind this diamond getting like gazed upon by this gin.
I like Thrilling Adventures cover way more.
What's thrilling about that adventure,
There's
Travis?
a businessman getting punched out of a plane.
Right. With a man with very choice headwear, I feel.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need the goggles if you're inside the plane. Like, there's a windscreen and enclosure, so, like, you don't need
No,
them.
he needs them.
Yeah, that's more.
He needs them for just life in general.
Like I said before, Thrilling Adventures.
Pushing a
Another
man
book.
out of a plane.
I also like one of the highlights on Thrilling Adventures is it says all stories complete. Like, oh, I finished it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They're all in there.
And they still end with that question mark end, probably. You know what I mean?
You know, I think he's taking the EA model, which is putting out a bunch of unfinished stuff.
It's
usually,
some DLC.
oh, it's complete. Do you want to buy it? It's done. I swear. I'm not going to add to it later. I won't. It's a great game. It's a great movie. It's a great everything.
Pre-alpha with a working monetary store. It's just like, oh, good. I'm glad.
So you're telling me if I buy this, inside of it will be a conclusion?
Cool.
Maybe.
All right. Well, why not?
There's $1 million.
I'll buy it.
All right, so he's selling these pulp fiction rags. It's good. And he supports his first of 3 wives with this literary habit. Marge Grubb. Isn't that...
Oh,
That's a keeper. You want
a sexy name.
Yeah, she
to
sounds
a
like
honeymoon with Marge Grubb?
she sounds like the kind of person that you would take a small stick and reach it into a hole and pull out a Marge Grub.
Oh, grub me, baby. Grub me.
This is a keeper. Can't wait to divorce this one.
No, he couldn't. And yes, she was a keeper because it was a shotgun wedding.
Oh, shit.
Ah.
Damn.
Got married because there was a bun in the oven.
Do you know where? Was it, is this back in Nebraska, right? He was born in Nebraska and now
Montana.
He's fucking moving all around.
Where is he? I don't know.
No, I know he's a shaker and mover. He's all over the place.
yeah.
I was
He's always
just wondering.
running away from something. He's probably in the Midwest. But shotgun wedding, because there's a bun in the oven. The bun goes bad, falls out of the oven. And then repreggers, another bun in the oven, keeps this one makes it. And this bun has the worst
Wait.
naming. What's that?
Hold on, Cody. Did you describe a miscarriage
As a
as the
bun
bun
falling
goes
out of an
bad
oven.
and falls out of the oven?
Bun is a happy thing. Oh, we got a bun in the oven.
I didn't want to say it got burned because that implies it was in for too long.
I love that.
That nightmarish process that is a miscarriage for women, I doubt has ever been described as the bun fell out of the oven.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been pregnant. Let's see how that goes. All right. Let's see how that goes.
All right, so he gets another lady, or same lady, to poop out a different baby.
Yeah, the shotgun, the baby that made the shotgun happen didn't make it, and then another baby, God bless him, made it. Has the
He was wearing his parachute.
Yeah, he had a parachute. And he had the goggles when he fell out of Marge's grub, and he's like, yes, freedom. This boy has the worst decision I've ever seen as far as name goes. Officially on the birth document as L. Ron Hubbard Jr. It's not good, but nicknamed Nibs. So, my question to you is do you want to keep your shitty father's namesake and parade around as like L. Ron Hubbard Jr., or do you want to introduce yourself as Nibs at parties? How do you do if you're this gentleman?
Dude, I'd be like, yo, man, my name's Nibs.
You go with Nibs.
Yo, you want a nib, bro?
You take Nibs over L. Ron Hubbard Jr.
What up? My name is LRHJ, which means laughably real hand jobs.
That's too real.
Yeah, it's too real.
It's too real.
It's a real one. It's coming out.
Oh, can this be more fake?
What a time. Jesus. What a time to be alive.
So Nibs, we're going as Nibs.
Fucking
Going as
Nibs,
yeah,
bro.
no, I'm going as Nibs.
Yeah. Dude, Nibs like sells some fucking sick shrooms, bro.
Nibs would not be a fan of his father, as he would testify against him later, but spoilers, whatever. Everyone testify. I think I testified against L. Ron at some point in my life.
Exactly. And I mean, I think we all kind of testify against our fathers from time to time. You know?
You gotta testify to best survive.
It's part of growing up. Doesn't mean you don't love your father, but it does mean you are a bastard.
1938, slight fast forward. During a cranial operation, L. Ron Hubbard suffered an 8-minute cardiac arrest.
Wait, why is he getting cranialized?
He was having a tooth pulled. Oh. he trumps it up as a cranial operation. He's just like, don't tell him my tooth was pulled. So he's like, and he experienced an 8-minute cardiac arrest. Now, his dentist is just like, cardiac arrest is not popular with the drug I gave him. You know what it is? Hallucinating out-of-body experiences. So it's more likely that L. Ron enjoyed his nitrous a little bit too much rather than he flatlined and died for 8 minutes.
So he tells people he died.
Because he... nitrous.
Yeah, no, okay.
During a cranial operation, which is just getting a fucking rotten tooth pulled out of his head.
Yeah.
I mean...
If you ever had nitrous, you do die for a bit.
No, if you've ever done a whippet, you just have dubstep playing in your head for like a billion hours.
Organic dubstep.
Yeah. That's very true.
So what's the significance of this 8 minutes of death? Well, a vision came to him, a profound truth that rattled him to the bones and jostled him back to life from his tooth pulling.
Okay.
And he sat down at his typewriter, and after a little bit of writer's block, let's say a week, he shat out something he calls Excalibur.
Yes. Do you mean something that already existed?
Yes.
Do you mean something also not creative? But
It wasn't the tale of the sword and the stone, but he says, I have written the book. It will revolutionize everything.
Wait, so it's the book.
Yes,
it's the book, but I haven't heard of it.
Yep. And he says this, and this is the honest to goodness deal he made with his publishers, editors. Whoever shows up at Penn Station with the most money gets it.
All right.
Yeah.
So was there a race? Were people coming in?
No
from
takers. Zero takers. Because they're all like, what are you talking about? You blacked out for 8 minutes. You're telling us you're dead. Your dentist is telling us you were giggling and drooling instead, which is very non-corpse-like.
Right, and this is like what, 1930s, 1940s?
38.
Like 38. So 38, it's just like everyone was getting teeth pulled constantly because we didn't have Listerine. Mm-hmm. And it's very important to have that.
Yeah.
So everyone's getting their teeth pulled. Everyone's blacking out. No one's writing books except LRH.
LRH is like, hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking get my tooth pulled and write books.
Like that sounds like the kind of guy who, like the rest of us, who watched Avatar and blacked out for 2.5 hours.
That happened to you?
Who actually remembered it.
That happened to you too?
I was like, this is inspired, right, dude? Like everyone did it. No one gives a shit except that one guy who's just like, yo, have you seen Avatar? Life-changing.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
like
Chad,
the
I've seen
Smurf.
Avatar.
Yeah, it's like the Smurfs, but they're bigger.
Smurfs. Yeah,
Smurf Griffith.
Kitty
Yeah.
cat. Smurf Pocahontas.
Oh, dude, it's that lady Smurf, man.
Can you paint with all the colors of blue?
How about grape? It's kind of blue.
Not wrong.
No takers at Penn Station. Okay, so he's slightly butthurt, but he sees the silver lining. He sees the silver lining as such, as Travis would say.
That's all staying in.
As this.
As this.
No, you gotta say as this.
As this.
Do a big old like Travis.
Yeah. He just simply reasoned the editors and readers that did manage to read Excalibur have either gone insane or killed themselves. That's why there was no takers. It's like, oh, they must have thought it was so amazing they've killed themselves before showing up with the money.
Oh.
Wow.
And he embellishes his story with, like, he shows up to like a 38th floor executive room, and the manuscript is thrown on the table, and the executive leafs through a few pages and just throws himself out of the 38th story like window. And I'm just like, L. Ron Hubbard has never been on above a third floor of any, because there's security in front. There's reception. He doesn't get to 38th
So
floor.
L. Ron.
Possibly janitorial.
Yeah.
Yeah. So L. Ron
Mailroom.
Hubbard is the first SoundCloud rapper,
How do you want to?
but backwards. So like a SoundCloud rapper's like, dude, my shit's blowing up. Okay. So let me take a billion Xanax, and then I'll die.
And then,
then I'll know I'm fucking sick.
Because of Xanax.
Well, I did a hip hop song and I put it on SoundCloud and it got 200 plays in a month. So I'm going to get a face tattoo. About 30 of those plays were mine, but you know, this
There's a frog in my fucking throat tonight. Excalibur.
What's his name? Cody.
His name is Kiro. That's the Japanese word for frog. Excalibur would eventually be integrated into that big ol' S word we haven't said quite. I don't even know if we've said it yet. Have we?
No, I'm avoiding it personally.
Yeah.
I'm waiting
Yeah.
for you to.
We're not gonna go. We're gonna go deep into it hard for 5 minutes at the end.
I'm waiting
But-
for you to pop that fucking
We all know what.
thing cherry.
We all know what Scientology is and does.
Whoa! You said it!
That has certain implications, doesn't it, Travis? I was telling you during a cigarette break. I'll
Might
to
get
it later.
attacked. We're gonna get doxxed by the Scientals.
I welcome it because
Where-
it's like, it's fine. Who cares?
Roast Mortem is officially Scientology fair game. Speaking out against the church, that makes us fair game in Scientology eyes. They can
Dude.
do all sorts of dirty, nasty, physical and emotional and legal things to us.
I just can't wait till some fucking like British dude starts screaming in my face for getting in my car. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait until next episode. We're gonna have the chick from fucking King of Queens, and I can talk about Kevin James with her. I'll be
It's
like,
from Long Island.
yeah, be like, who is Kevin
King
James?
of Queens. Have you not been paying attention to the
It's a play on words because if
didn't-
you're extremely
it
outdated,
took
Brooklyn
me-
is called Kings.
It took
Yeah.
me so long to
So,
get that.
I don't know. If I had
not
to,
from here.
If I had to ask her like a few questions, I'd be like, were you on the set of Mall Cop? I know you weren't in the movie, but
Paul
like, we're
Blart.
just hanging out.
There's two of those. You gotta say which mall cop.
And like, how can I be in Mall Bar Plop Cop?
Blarp Cop.
7.
All right, there you go. We said it. We said the S word. Are you happy? Are you fucking happy?
Yeah.
We'll do it down and dirty later, but yes, he's the fucking Scientology asshole. And we will highlight that.
Or science fiction writer. Wink, wink.
Or shitty boatman. Or adulterous fuckwad.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of Boy Scout medals that are like, why are those even medals?
What are you doing there? What do you even know what metal is?
Adultery?
Go
Really?
go eat spinach, dude.
How's that one? Excalibur, said the word, integrated into Scientology and would be sold for $1,500 a piece. And by the way, just easy math I figured out, the timeline we're in and they're in, it's just 10 times the money. So just keep that in mind.
Wait, what are you talking about timeline?
So you're saying a book that was
$1,500 back then would be
$15,000
nowadays money. So
okay.
it's an easy conversion rate just for the rest of the episode.
Cool.
10 times money in 2019 cash.
All right. I think I get that. I know math. I did algebra once.
Okay, how about this for math? He claimed to mystify the book for the 15 initial readers went insane and killed themselves, a.k.a. the Skyscraper Boy.
Wait, so like 7 of them actually killed themselves.
What that means...
Is that what the equation is?
What that means is it took 15 people for the 4th guy to kill themselves, and then no one else did, because you'd say something like, oh, the 4 out of the first 20 or something like
All
that.
right, and then you subdivide it by 7, and then you equals
and
like
then you
2.
finger the remainder until...
And then you do your gazintas, and then you like underscore it, and then you just fucking... You hit a number 2.
Well, look, it's good to have a disclaimer like, I want you to read this, but I'd also prefer if you don't jump off a skyscraper after reading it.
I don't want him to read it. It costs fucking shitload of money.
Yeah, I'll read
Don't
that book.
do it.
Let's do it, man.
Go to the book fair. Get some goosebumps.
We're in
Animorphs.
we're in a basement all the time. We could read it because we probably wouldn't be able to jump out of a window and destroy ourselves.
We'd actually be getting fresher air if we jumped out of it.
We'd be going upward.
You should be climbing out of a window.
This book would be a benefit. If you've got $1,500 or $1,000 in your pocket, do Roast Mortem cast a favor. Get us a book that makes us jump out of a window.
Yeah, let's get some air.
We'll get some exercise too. It'll be a good story.
Dude, I could
sure you
not.
can
I
tax
could
deduct that.
not fit through that window. I'm just saying.
Travis, you
I
read
can
this
force you
fucking
through
book.
that.
You read this fucking book. You're just gonna sweat lube.
Well, I mean, Tom, you still have that spam up there? You can just lube my body up with it, and I just like.
What are you?
I have four.
Spanish?
I have 4 cans of Spam, courtesy of Cody, who got them in Hawaii.
That's where they're
So
from.
great lube.
It's what every time he goes and visits family, I ask him, "Hey, give me that genuine."
Yeah, that's
No,
what,
you asked for the grossest thing I can find.
Genuine though.
that's what
It is that
that
Hawaiian.
that's what that song "Your Body Is a Wonderland" is all about. It's about greasing yourself up with spam so you can slide through a basement window.
I'm gonna say that's probably about the 8th time we've talked about that song on this podcast.
It's all me, dude.
Let's
It's
keep moving.
fucking hot. It's fucking hot.
You needed to sign an affidavit to get this book saying not to leak the book contents, as Mr. Hubbard doesn't want certain things out during his stay on Earth.
Thank God PDFs didn't surface till the late 90s.
Yeah, and it's also like, hey, that's a great place to hide secrets in a published book you're circulating.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
why? Like, the book's already leaked if you're circulating it. Why am I signing something that says don't circulate it?
That's really great. I mean, that worked for the Reagan administration.
Yeah.
When they were like, hey, don't do drugs, wink, and then every person did drugs.
All right.
Sure, trickle down.
Oh, trickle down narcotics.
Trickle down.
Trickle down narcotics.
That's good. That's how it works. I get really high. The dog licks me, and she does tricks for an hour. All right, he wants to get in the boat again. Uh-oh. Let's talk about the Alaska expedition, February 1940.
Wait, he's in Alaska?
He's going to Alaska.
Fuck yeah.
He's doing everything. He's everywhere. He's Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man, and I hate fucking everything.
It's cool, man.
He's using racial slurs like you've never heard, Travis.
He's like Johnny Quest without Haji.
That's just
This is racism.
That's just not a story.
Pure racism.
That's actually really hilarious. I'm sure there's some kind of white power fan fiction where Haji gets fucking murked by Johnny himself.
And race.
Yeah.
Race Bannon. God damn it. Alaska expedition in February 1940. It's the Alaskan radio expedition. All he's got to do, he's part of the Explorers Club, by the way, and this is the people who are swinging this expedition of his.
The New York Explorers Club.
All he's got to do is update the Alaskan coastline maps. Now, I feel like that's sounds easier than it's done. Like, this tiny little fucking shit's all over Alaska. The Aleutian chain.
Yeah, but that's
Like, the coastline's ridiculous of Alaska.
It's
yeah, it's
insane.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
many little islands, so much happening.
Yeah, it's all there. And he's
Dude,
got,
we've all seen that fucking crabbing show. It's hard. Someone
Deadliest
died
Catch.
on it.
Yeah,
I think he died of like a heart attack. It had nothing to do with crabbing, but like
crabbing killed him by just clogging the heart attack. I think his name was Phil.
yeah.
R.I.P. Phil. Anyway, he's got to do. There's no coastline in that show. Well, yeah, there was, but he's got to update the coastline, and he's got to use fancy radio positioning equipment, squared up, refined the technique. Easy peasy, right?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Because he's in a boat, and shit breaks when he's in a boat, because 2 days the shit explodes. Like, he's got black smoke pouring out of, like, the engine room, so to speak.
Where'd he leave from? Was he, like, in Alaska when he started, or was he like, you have to get to Alaska
No,
first?
he was in Alaska, and he's like, okay, I gotta sail, like, around in the boat.
Okay.
And, like, okay, it broke after 2 days. It doesn't sound that bad. Like, okay, if you break down after a 2-day drive, just walk back. But it's like, that was 2 days over the water. That's, like, the fastest way to, like, move through Alaska. So you can't, like, hitchhike back on a caravan, because that car is going to take 2 months to do what you did over the water.
Right. You can't just swim to shore type of thing.
No, it's pretty cold.
It's cold.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's cold in Ketchikan, which is where he's fucking stuck, man, with his wife. The wife is along for this shit.
Is it still Grubs?
It's Grub.
Grub, all right.
Oh,
yeah.
Grub.
Mark Grub.
So the Explorer Club wanted him to do this, though,
Yep.
right? Like,
He probably convinced them. He's like, hey, I'll do this.
and they were behind it. And
Yeah,
like,
they're like, take this boat, take the money, do it. And it turns out he might have been doing it for writing material.
shit, I gotta know pulp and Excaliburs. And also, if you join the Explorers Club today, they pretty much just take you to Ibiza, and that's pretty lame.
Why is that lame, dude? Oh my god! Why is that lame, dude?
Because you join a club that takes you there. Just go there.
I joined a cult and then I went there.
Was it free?
Yeah,
That was just medieval times, Travis.
yeah. I went to medieval times and I took a lot of ecstasy.
Oh man,
A lot of ecstasy at medieval times.
just so many upgraded Hot Topic girls just working at Renaissance festivals with hula hoops.
Dude,
Oh my god, dude! So many girls who own like birds that aren't doing well at the moment.
I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual.
dude, this is my parakeet. It's different.
Thank you, Brittany.
I got those blessed bee tattoos all over me, dog. I'm ready to go. I got my nips pierced, and I like whatever crystals, and also medieval times.
In Jersey.
He's not in Jersey. He's in goddamn Alaska.
Yeah, we'll go back to you.
Ketchikan, Alaska. He's stranded there because he's a shitty boatman and his boat fucked up. And he's got to sit there and goddamn raise money writing short stories for the radio station until he can get the boat repaired.
Oh my god, that sucks.
And that spans from August 30th to December 27th.
So he was just out on open water.
Not over, he gets back,
Oh, he
but
gets
he
towed.
needs to get back to like greater society from like this tiny village.
So he's there for like 6 months just writing stupid stories.
I was just like, oh, surprise, your Christmas present is home. You get to leave,
Great,
family.
You get this fucking tub ball.
It's just like, how, you gotta ask yourself, like, how long does it take to fucking get enough money to fix a boat by writing short stories to a local radio station? 6 months.
I mean, that's
6 fucking months.
That's a math equation now.
yeah, pretty much. Like, what was he writing? Like, it was the whitest, like my skin, and then the dirty.
His skin was transparent.
And then the dirty, darker skinned people showed up. I'm assuming that's what his stories are.
Yes,
course.
he had more creative vocabulary. Than
No, the dirty, darker skinned
You're gonna-
people.
that's what you're gonna go with.
These dirty, disgusting, helpful people.
And they showed me the ways of their tribe.
There you go.
And I looked upon them. I looked into their souls, and I saw nothing.
We inserted into each other's holes.
I looked in their souls and saw nothing.
This is Elrond. I'm
I know-
channeling him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Travis.
Good for you. Good for us. Good for everything. Okay, so he's bad in boats, right? So naturally, he still wants to get to the Navy.
Really?
You still
How old? Yeah. How old is he?
I want to get. Let me on the boat. Let me on the boat. Come on. Let old Lafayette on the boat.
How old is he?
I don't. He's got to be in his like 20s at this point.
All right.
Because he's getting creative with his let me in the Navy methods. He goes to Congressman Robert McDonald Ford, and they're a little chummy. So like, hey, he's like, hey bud, you want to write me a letter?
Give him a little tuggy on the side.
Yeah, write me a recommendation.
He's also the richest man ever. McDonald's and Ford.
Whoa.
Don't forget Robert.
They used to call it
the old Robert Corp.
Dude, I love Robert's Burgers.
Robert Pharmaceutical. Yeah. Robert Pharmaceutical Burgers. That's what we're getting.
Well, they called it dipping it in the inkwell, because he'd place his mouth on the desk and then pretend the man's dick was a pen and dip it into his mouth. The inkwell, real quick.
Yes.
Oh, that's good and bad.
And he'd sign the Declaration of Independence. He'd sign it hard.
Sign it away. My name is LaRon Hubbard.
LaRon. There we go. I was angling for a sexy nickname, LaRon Hubbard. LaRon Hubbard. The letter comes out. I'm gonna quote mine right now. I'm cherry picking. One of the most brilliant men I've ever known has considerable influence in the Caribbean and Alaska. What? Well known in many parts of the world. Wait, what? For courage and ability, I cannot too strongly recommend him. Robert McDonald Ford. So I was like, what's going on here? Why is the senator doing this?
Damn. So
and it turned I'll tell you.
No, just tell me.
I'll tell you.
Was it the ink thing that I was talking about?
It absolutely wasn't. Turns out LaRon Hubbard went to his senator friend and just fucking nagged him. Like, dude, write me a letter.
That's how you get a fucking job, bro.
To the point where Robert McDonald is like, fuck you. Here's my stationery. Leave me alone.
Oh,
so he wrote the letter.
Ron Hubbard forged his own recommendation into the Navy because that's how bad he wanted to be on a boat. He's like, let me on the boats.
Oh, dude,
he loves boating, bro.
He loves boating. So, what does "well known in many parts of the world" mean? Like, what?
Yeah, do you think the Navy gives a shit? They're like,
what?
Eyeballs, man. We just need eyeballs. You have none of them.
Yeah, here is a wrench. Can you just fasten that fucking bolt?
Yeah.
So, yeah. No. Are you well known in the world? I don't give a shit. That fucking ship is about to sink. You gotta fucking ratchet the buoy.
I mean, yeah, you can't just throw John Depp into a science lab and have him make science.
Dude, he'll just give you squirrels.
He's
and
well known
feathers.
in the world. He's not a science.
Mm. So what's the extent of this malfeasance here? Is this fraud, counterfeing, forced nepotism? Where's the line? Where's the line here?
It's a little bit of everything. It's like a fucking. It's like a KFC flavor bowl.
I really like that term for forced nepotism.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fun.
Or KFC.
He played his hand right. He nagged him.
Yeah.
The exact quote is, "Hell, you're the writer. You write it." So he nagged him until Ford had to say that and just threw the stationery at him. And you know what? It doesn't matter what it is because it worked.
Yeah.
He got commissioned as a lieutenant in the Navy Reserve.
Oh, he's in the reserves. They're like, oh, you might be able to go out.
Let's see if he's okay on boats. And he's just there like, yeah, boats. Let me on the boat.
Love them, bro.
Put him on the beach, give him a tent, tell him to paint the canoe every day.
Have you seen this boat's port side? Fuck.
I love being out at sea.
And he's like, surely the military can see. He's had 2 bust expeditions. Nope. Naval Reserve, July 19th, 1941.
Give me that sexual stern. Oh, port side.
Until the bow breaks.
Give me that port side lift.
I barely know these terms. I live on an island, and I know nothing about the water.
I'm just going to mash you in the assist.
So you got port and starboard of a boat, and it's easy to remember because port has 4 letters and left has 4 letters. And it's the left of the front of the boat.
And starboard is more sexual.
Right, is more, so it's right.
It's the right hole to go in,
All right, so for those of you who didn't know, the right hole is the starry one.
Yeah, star-shaped hole.
Star-shaped hole.
And port comes out of the left one.
That's
and
right.
It'll get you hammered. Yeah. You just got to tickle the starboard star hole.
Yeah, get your mustache ready. Throw back some port.
1943, out of nowhere, he claimed he sunk 2 Japanese subs. I was like, no one went in on him with this. No other report said L. Ron sunk 2 Japanese subs.
How'd you do it, Ronnie? How'd you do it?
With my mind bullets, for fuck's sake.
Oh, that's interesting. Where'd you see him from? How'd you know they were coming?
Well, I could see those Chinamen coming from a mile away, and I just did a cannonball off the side of the ship and sank that sub.
The claim was ultimately rejected by his commander as bullshit. It's like, no, you didn't. Like, where there would be wreckage we would see.
Thank you, Commander.
Something.
Thank you. Any evidence at all would suffice.
Yeah.
And then Hubbard does this fucking mental jujitsu he always fucking does. And he says his heroics were omitted from the record as to not stir panic amongst mainland civilians. Because you know the military just discloses everything instantly.
You're a lieutenant who's just kind of here in the reserves while we got a war going on. Yeah. Congratulations, man. You want to go to Toys R Us later? Maybe we'll get some Goldeneye and you can take down some Soviets.
And the thing is,
I love this, like, dude, I just did something so sick that, like, no one can know about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no one in the fucking United States knows about me right now.
Yeah, it's like,
I was so sick. I'm like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
Oh my god.
it's like, yeah, he's like, I ollied this gap, but the lens cap was on. And like everyone in his crew is just like in the background, like, no, he didn't.
Didn't even do it. Yeah.
Didn't do it. He just likes being on a boat.
Yeah, imagine this. We all had that friend, you know, where you're out and you're just, and then like they have a real smile on their face, like they just pulled some shit off, and you're just like, dude, what's up? And they're just like, I just did something so sick, man.
You're not gonna believe it.
And like you pry him for a bit, and you're drinking, and then you find out that they just got a girl's number. And that's it.
And you look at the
It's
number,
like,
and it starts with 800.
Yeah.
And you're just
you're like, all right, cool.
800-911-6969.
Bridget, huh? All right. Okay.
Oh man,
Bridget, every woman. Oh, that's how she's in the contacts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. So this is like slightly fucked up. It's just like this could have set off an internet. There's already an international fucking incident, but it could have exacerbated it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Even if the command, like, thank God the commander recognized it as bullshit, because it could have been like, oh my God, the Japanese are encroaching like more aggressively than they actually are, and that could have been a whole fucking cabal.
it's lucky for every one stupid idiot lieutenant. There's a bunch of normal people around him,
Thank
probably,
God.
who
Wait.
go, hey,
Thank you for your service.
chill the fuck out,
Your
mate.
dual service.
Wait, hold on. Is this going on Pearl Harbor?
43.
No. Never mind.
43, wait, 42. December
Yeah,
7th,
yeah.
42, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought for some reason he was like, I just sank 2 fucking Japanese subs. And they didn't do anything to us.
They don't know anything. Oh, I was, get back in your rice cooker and get over there. Yeah.
Later, different ship, same anti-submarine capabilities, though. So they're just like, you need to leave this one. Go over to that one. Let's see if you do better. In this ship, in this warship, Ron Hubbard approached the Coronado Islands, just off the coast of San Diego, believing they were uninhabited islands in American waters. And he commenced an unauthorized gunnery practice with live munitions on the Coronado Islands.
Oh, okay. Safety.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
not
gonna
even, it's not
imagine-
even a good idea if everything, you know what I mean? If he thought, everything he assumed was true, it's still not a great idea.
I'm
Right.
just thinking, I think people might live there.
You think people might live there, Travis?
Let's shoot into the woods.
And you think that might not actually be American territory, Travis?
Little Mexico?
It's Mexican. The Coronado Islands are Mexican and not American. And yes, Travis, they are in fact inhabited.
Wait, where is? He's a lieutenant. Wait, what is he? What level is he at?
Lieutenant in the reserves.
So how does he have the capability to be like, yeah, fucking fire over there, bruh?
He just has the gusto, man. He can forge letters. I'm sure he can like to say like, oh, this telegram says this, do it. Like, you know what I mean?
What a
Like,
dick!
he's a cunt.
Yeah, he sounds like a bully, really. I mean, because if you think about it, like when you're in school as a little kid and Gerard tells you to go do something, you're like pressured into it. Even though Gerard's in the same grade as you, for some reason you have to do it. And then like when you're older, you're just like, fuck you, Gerard. I'm my own man.
Fuck you, Gerard.
Tom, that would be $35 for this therapy session.
Okay.
So, your boy LaRon Hubbard just committed an act of war on Mexico with American stuff. Oops.
Oops.
I mean, so what? There's a few Mexican rancheros and goat breeders on the island, right? LaRon Hubbard's going to do the Shaggy defense. Wasn't me. You know what I mean? Just
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, and it wasn't actually Mexico, it was Guatemala.
No,
Like
it
pulling the
actually-
mask off, and then like, whoa, it was actually fucking El Salvador.
No, it actually wasn't Mexican rancheros and goat breeders. It was the Coast Guard of Mexico. So that's a big no-no. Those guys will tattle on you.
And you got a fucking dipshit firing guns into sandcastles that he had someone else build.
Hey, Ming, that was nice.
Yeah, that's my castle.
That's an act of war.
Why you do this? This is my
It's
castle.
a fucking act of war. He's firing torpedoes into Mexico. And it's just like, it's not just Mexico.
Or a sandcastle, or act of war.
Mexican Coast Guard Mexico. It's the worst place to blow up.
We tried to stop him at the eyes, but apparently he's real good at nagging people.
Keep that in mind.
Oh, yeah.
Blessed.
So he's firing these torpedoes into Mexico, and Mexico fires back in the form of a pink slip. Womp.
Okay.
He gets
Wait.
fired. Legitimate. Like,
Yes!
fired.
Fuck yeah.
He's firing torpedoes. He gets fired. That was the joke. It didn't land. Fuck you.
Dude.
Well, I'm happy, though.
Yay, me.
Erroneous Hubbardonius gets footiest.
Erroneous Hubbard?
Dude,
Yeah.
Erroneous Hubbard got fired.
Yeah.
To jail. Did he get to jail?
Not to...
Fuck. Did he get to jail?
Well, I don't know. We'll get...
All right. Well, I'm just assuming he's fired. So if you
He's
get
fired,
fired,
but-
you go to jail.
Indeed. He's fired, but he's taking his time out of his way on his way out of the military. He's like, ooh, I have a war injury. It wasn't a war injury. It was a duodenal ulcer.
Oh, I was gonna guess another pulled tooth.
No, this is another hole in his tum-tums.
Oh, that's not even like a real hole like me.
You have an
I have an
opposite
actual hole.
No, you have an opposite hole that goes outward. It's not an
Oh yeah, there's a hole
Inverted
in my
hole.
tum-tums
He got
that
it.
leaves.
He got an ulcer from drinking everyone else's orange juice. Not cool, brah.
Dude, I said no pulp.
And when he's in there, he's also noticing he has all sorts of things wrong with him. He's got conjunctivitis, bursitis, failing eyesight.
I didn't see that one coming.
Oh, did you not?
I thought it failed already.
Right? And quote unquote, in his words, something wrong with my feet. Now. And the military is like, what the fuck, dude? Of course there's something wrong with your eyes. We turned you away the first 2 times because your peepers were shit, and you can't put us on the hook for it.
But
now.
the senator said that I had good eyes because he wrote a letter, wink, wink, that I wrote. I mean, that he wrote.
Mr. Lafayette, I will tell you this one more time. Remember the rest of your life that before, in the rest of your life, we told you not to do that. That was not going anywhere. I totally misworded that.
Remember the IMO.
He's mooching off the government, claiming vet disability with false pretenses. Shame on you, fuckwad. People need that. But now, let's talk about his occult shit.
Oh, a cult.
So we're going to get into deep and dark.
We're going to get in the deepest, moistest hole of the occult.
Let me put on my coven uniform.
I want to talk about Jack Parsons. He's a satanic rocket scientist, believe it or not.
Yes.
That's
You
pretty.
want to see a picture of him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Yeah, here's a picture of him with a prototype fleshlight.
Oh my goodness. He's looking at that stringified cum at the end of this fleshlight.
And he's like, Hell Satan.
He's got a good look for Brooklyn.
He's like a
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow of occultism and rocket science. So Jack Parson is this ruffian's name. Keep in mind.
Did he fuck that thing?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Or is it just an extended like?
It looks like a pipe bomb or a flashlight.
No, it looks like it looks like a flashlight, but it's got like an extended tampon cord coming out of it.
for the male
Well, you just gotta pull the tampon out, and then you just
because it keeps it fresh.
yeah.
He's got a good look. I'll give him that. He's
Yeah,
a
he's got a good look.
real handsome guy.
Handsome man. Handsome Satanist.
Yes.
They usually are.
Not really. I mean, if you...
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm not going to get into it because...
Jack Parsons got this goddamn mansion. He's got crazy experiments, prototype fleshlights going on. He lets rooms to weirdos, bohemian people, people that are down.
Ew.
Satan, if you catch my drift. And LaRon Hubbard shows up. He's like, I love Satan. Can I get a room? Let me get a room.
Wait, my hubby said like Hail Satan?
Yeah, LaRon was down with Satan to get a free room in Jack Parsons' mansion.
Ooh.
Nice.
His wacky mansion with all these experiments and shit.
With all the fleshlights.
Yes. Now, Jack Parsons got this sweetheart called Betty. Betty. That's her nickname. I think her real name is like Sarah. Yeah, Sarah.
How do you get from Sarah to Betty?
I don't fucking know. It's weird. Times were simpler and more complicated back then, Travis.
I guess so.
Jack Parsons got this girl named Betty. LaRon Hubbard's like, that's mine now. And takes that girl so quickly, so alpha male from Jack Parsons. Jack Parsons is actually impressed. He's like, God damn it, that guy is smooth.
Wait, what happened to Grubby?
So, firstly, he's
Grub's
a
still
cuck.
there.
Grub is still there.
Oh, yeah. Grub's, I mean, he's not in the room, of course, but Grub's the wife.
All right, so Parsons is a cuck. And also...
Did you see the fleshlight prototype?
Yeah.
Did you see the tiny gauge that he was testing on that? It was like sub-micro penis.
Very, very thin. Could be long,
Noodle
but
dick.
still very thin. And also, what's up, Betty? L. Ron Hubbard, I've seen pictures of him. He looks like the villain from Nightmare Before Christmas, but greasier.
More transparent.
Yes.
You can, like, see the... Yeah.
You see the bugs crawling around inside him.
This is Halloween. I'm a different ween. Check out my ween, Betty.
Check out my ween.
Parsons would say, or write, rather, he moved in with me about 2 months ago, although Betty and I are still friendly. She has transferred her sexual affection to Ron.
Oh.
So he's like, wow.
So he could have saved a few words and just written in his diary, me no fuck good.
Me no
Me rocket scientist, also fuck bad.
Me fuck bad, hell Satan.
Hey, if you like Satan and fuck bad, you know what you might be down with?
What's that?
Shoddy sex magic. Woo!
Whoa,
When I
whoa.
say magic, there's a K on the end of it.
That bad.
type
that
of magic.
tasteless.
Magic. You would love to experience my magic. My sexual magic. I will place upon you.
Ooh, there must have been a real bad meeting right before they decided to put the K there, where they were really trying to put the triple X there.
We would
Magics.
we would use the magic X.
It's not gonna work, Parson. It's just not gonna work.
I hear the clitoris is right under the butthole, near the top of the crack.
You don't fuck good, and X is just not gonna work in magics.
I'll just channel my Satan for everyone.
Oh, channel your Satan.
Anyway, let's do it. Let's do a segue.
All right, so Cody,
Sex magic, yeah.
Sex magic. Tell me all about it. Tell me about the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
One person conjures and the other person sees. If you catch my drift. Do you not? Okay, good.
Kucken Sie Deutsch?
Richard Metzger's secondhand account said Parsons used his magical wand to whip up a vortex of energy.
I will use my magical wand to whip up some ladies.
So the elemental would be summoned. Yes, Travis, for ladies. Translated to plain English, Parson jerked off in the name of spiritual advancement whilst Hubbard scanned the astral planes of signs and visions.
Hubbard, expand the astral planes.
Also, if you can remove the name from the man, like Hubbard is a good rhythmic word to use while you're jerking off. Hubbard.
And lo, that elemental did appear. Marjorie Cameron showed up at the mansion.
Okay.
Probably like, give me a room, yo, set. And
I'm Bohemian or something. My parents are pretty neat, but
I can be
also
an
hate 'em.
elemental, yo. So what does this mean? This is a sign to Jack Parson to to take in Elron as a sure enough like magic practitioner. It worked.
Great.
I can have faith in this man. So what do you do when like the elemental shows up? You give up your life savings, $21,000 to start a business with L. Ron Hubbard.
Okay, and
Yeah,
that's
that's what that
about
means.
200 grand now, as you said before.
Yeah, just times 10. There you go.
So,
And what's this business?
We're going to open up a card/video game shop where the ladies are entered for free into our tournaments. And we'll offer Mountain Dew Code Red for them. So they can get crunk.
see, the real trick is that no ladies are going to show up. So everyone's paying top dime.
All right. So what's this business that Elron essentially conned Jack into going in on? What do you think it involves?
Some kind of satanic getaway?
It's a getaway, not satanic.
A religion?
Something Elron loves.
Boats!
Boats!
Yes!
Boats! I'm on a boat, motherfucker, doing flips and shit.
Give me your money, $21,000, and we'll start a yacht flipping business.
Dude, are they actually flipping the yachts, though? That's sick!
Flipping yachts.
That
and
is
shit.
sick, but I don't think that's what Coach
No.
is getting at.
Like, you can just, like,
Elron's
get them
like-
and sell them?
Elron's like, let me buy him in Miami, and we'll flip him on the West Coast.
Damn.
So I'll take it all the way fucking around.
The Panamuch.
It exists. It exists now, so he's going to use that. But that's still a fucking journey.
Yeah.
And there's probably better ways to get a yacht in,
Perhaps a
California.
train or something? I don't know.
or just buy a California yacht.
Like,
Yeah.
California?
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Anthony Kiedis is offering discount deals on yachts.
Takes his wife on the yacht. Sarah Betty gets on the yacht and leaves. So Jack's like, here's the money. Take my wife, get on this boat, and go. And that's exactly what Elron does. He leaves. But did he get to the West Coast? No. There's a lot. Nope. What? What's up?
Are you telling me there's some kind of, like, foul play here?
There's ulterior motives, motherfucker.
You never know with these darn Satanists.
Because, yeah, exactly. Because a letter showed up at the Navy asking for permission for L. Ron Hubbard to leave American waters and venture into South American waters and Chinese waters.
Whoa.
well, he doesn't like those.
Well, how's he getting to Chinese waters in a yacht? I don't think he knows where things are.
Nope.
He's like, let me go to China, and they're just like, you're in a yacht. You're in an advanced dinghy.
Yeah.
Do you think you can get there from Miami?
Just because you have 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom and a shitty kitchen,
And a little Wi-Fi.
yeah, doesn't mean you're getting a shame.
Dude, I'm just worried about Grub. Did he divorce her?
No.
She's on the sideline while he's fucking hanging out with Betty Boop.
She's doing a yacht sex adventure with Betty
Betty Boop.
Betty Sarah.
She must have been the coldest husk of a woman ever.
Yeah.
To just be like, well, this is my life now.
It's like one of those corns you get from a Native American man, and it's very vibrant colors,
Right.
but it's really small and like there's not
It's
a lot
not
of-
edible. Can't eat it.
Yeah, you can't eat it, but
you
it
see-
looks good.
One of those blue Native American corns, but also Chinese corn style.
Oh,
Very
baby
small.
corn. Oh, very small.
Oof.
Believe it or not, the man himself, Satanist himself, has to come down and slap a little sense into Jack Parsons. Aleister Crowley
Whoa.
has to be like, you realize he doped you, right? Like, he's gone with your wife. He's gone with your future wife and money on a boat. You bought him the boat, and he's just gone.
So has Elron met Crowley at this point?
No. Crowley and Parsons.
Right, no,
Because they're
it-
Satanists. No. Elron did not meet Crowley.
Okay, no, yeah, that's what I'm asking. So,
But Crowley's like, dude, you fucked up.
Yeah, I'll read it. Suspect Ron playing a confidence trick on Jack. You weak fool. Obvious victim of prowling swindlers. The Satanist himself is like, you got tricked.
you stupid idiot.
Not the way I trick you. Just like, you got tricked.
Yeah.
Damn.
Don't worry, though. LaRon Hubbard left a $2,900 IOU, so it's fine.
IOUs, they go a long way.
It's good.
Yeah, you're good.
I just love, like, Mr. Satan himself, not from Dragon Ball Z, had to come down and be like, you fucked up. Anyway, Jack Parsons had to sell his fantastical, wonderful mansion full of bohemian fucks and weird experiments to recoup his losses.
Poor guy, kind of, I guess. I don't know.
Whoops.
Again, with the boats, though.
He loves boats.
Well, it's post-World War II economy, and you're a rocket scientist, so I don't really... he was probably fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Maybe.
Probably.
I'll let his little choo-choo tug-tug boat, no dumbness.
This is when he marries Sarah Hollister, the Sarah Betty, as his second wife, while he's already married to the Marjorie Grubb.
A second wife.
Hey, what is that called? Bigamy? Polygamy?
No, polygamy.
Bigamy or polygamy, yeah.
Bigamy.
Bigamy is 2 wives, and polygamy is more than one, so it's both. Except
Well, it's a little bit of polygous. It's like a pygmy. If you have a pygmy for a wife, it's pygmy.
Bigamy.
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 Bigger of me.
Bigamy, bigger you.
Sarah Hollister would poop out a few children for a very horrific and unsettling custody battle with L. Ron after ties soured.
How many children did he poop out?
It was 3.
Oh.
Things would eventually go in favor of Sarah Betty, but only after she signed a letter written by L. Ron that says, "The things I have said about L. Ron Hubbard in courts and in public prints have been grossly exaggerated or entirely false. I have not at any time believed otherwise that L. Ron Hubbard is a fine and brilliant man."
I have a feeling that Jeff Bezos' wife, who's divorcing him right now, is going to have to sign a similar document.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Why are words so important? Because L. Ron knows they have a little bit of power behind them.
The one thing that I can attest to this dude, he doesn't have any eyes. He's a fucking crab, man. He doesn't have any boat skills.
He's got non-functioning eye stalks.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a Viking at all, but he's got words.
He's got
more
words.
than I have. He can do fucking wordsmithing.
Tricks and shit.
Dude, well, I don't think he has more words than you. I know you, and I know you struggle to say some of your words, but you know them. This man had books called Adventure, and then Extra Adventure, and then The Better Adventure, and then a Dangerous Adventure. Like,
all right, well, next week on Roast Mortem Cast, I came up with a great fucking script. It's called Adventure Boys, and then I'm gonna do all the Adventure Boys.
Nice. Bonus content for our new Patreon that we got going. Plug in the middle of a goddamn episode. How is everyone?
What's that URL, Tom?
Patreon.com/roastmortemcast. Visit us, give us your money. If not, we will be poor. You don't want that because we get content that's rich.
Cody, tell me more about El Green Hubby.
Speaking of rich content, L. Ron Hubbard has a diary that unearths called Admissions. Now, this is something he used sort of like a self-help tool, self-hypnosis tool.
Do you think he wrote the diary and then put admissions on top of the diary after he wrote it?
Yeah, he scribbled shit.
Yeah.
Stapled napkins together, and he's like, admissions.
Just ate my 37th bagel bite.
We get to see these things he admits to himself.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Your eyes are getting progressively better. They became bad when you used them as an excuse to escape the Naval Academy. You have no reason to keep them bad. Do you want in or out, motherfucker? What's going on?
Dude, he's just connecting with his thetans.
His E-meter readings, his OT level.
Yeah,
Wait, that's a spoiler, though, because we don't know.
Oh, no,
exactly.
I don't even...
What?
No, well, I'm just saying facts right now, Tom.
Okay, facts. Well, facts are important, so I'll let it slide. I mean, it's still...
Your foot is an alibi. The injury is no longer needed. By the way, he's admitting he doesn't deserve his disability check right now. Keep in mind. And my favorite admission here. Masturbation does not injure or make insane. Your parents were in error. Everyone masturbates.
Is that wrong there?
Yeah, it's good.
Not wrong at all. Not one bit.
Your parents were in error, though. Like, I'm just trying to fucking dig into that a little bit.
He was born in 1911. Yeah. Back then, houses are smaller. Everyone was jerking off on top of each other.
There's no different rooms. It's just one den.
Everyone was kind of in a log cabin.
Oh, so you're thinking like someone in the log cabin jerked off into a towel, and then like on the at the last day of another person's pregnancy or period. She stuck the cum rag into her vagina.
That's how,
No,
that's-
no.
And he doesn't know who his father is. Where's my faja?
No, he is literally referring to the lie that some parents may have told their kids that masturbation will make you go blind.
or devil.
Or
yeah.
or you might just have a crazy bitch that scoops your cum up and shoves it in her hooch.
God damn it.
Guess what, parents? Us adults, we had to be 12 to 14 at some point. We had to explore our bodies. It's normal.
Nobody skipped.
I had to
13.
watch
No.
fuzzy, broken up TV in the upper numbers.
Dude,
See a tit.
Those 60s. Oof.
get that
Yeah, right?
de-scrambler, dog.
D-Scrambler. Yeah, I had a friend that had that.
Yeah,
And it
the
was-
same friend.
And it was weird because we might have touched our penises together.
Wow.
That's weird. I didn't
No,
do
not
that.
together, but like
And
in the same
vicinity
room.
of another-
Like a peep show.
You were playing bullfight with a couple of hot dogs?
No, we were peep showing, dude.
All right. Sure. Cody,
Whoever-
let's roll into
Yeah,
this
whoever finished first bought pizza.
with their parents' money.
Yep.
Can you just stay flaccid and want pizza?
Nope, that's not an option.
Between the ages of 12 to 14, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Every moment a young boy is awake, they're struggling with their demon.
Well, I mean,
Pizza or
Yeah,
the boner?
The boner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
well-
The boner doesn't have their interest in mind. The boner's trying to express itself.
Boner doesn't care about pizza.
No,
regar-
it really doesn't.
Yeah.
Good shirt.
regardless,
It's a good
Good
shirt.
shirt.
regardless of who bought pizza, we both immediately high-fived afterwards. Our hands stuck together,
Because of
and then we played Tony Hawk.
I'm so happy
it's
I wasn't
cool.
there.
your boy L. Ron Hubbard is drinking his own punch. The non-fiction fiction lines are getting blurred. He's talking about stuff that's appearing in both worlds. He's talking about psionics. And if you don't know, that's psychic powers fucking with electronics. Psionics.
Okay.
And that's showing up in his pulp fiction, in his non-fiction, in his fiction, and it's just like, what do you believe, fuckwad?
Dude, you talking about Elon Musk? What is going on right now?
Psionics.
Daddy, I don't want to listen to Q1043 anymore. I don't like rock and roll. Too bad, son. I will change it to Hot 97 with my mind.
All this creativity.
Dude,
isn't-
you just explained psionics to a key T.
I know.
fucking
dog.
didn't he? And by the way, all this creativity isn't earning Elron anything. Remember Nibs?
Yeah.
Nibs would later testify that Elron wasn't self-sufficient. He was mooching off the government. He was mooching off of his mom. He was mooching off of his in-laws. Essentially everything just to squeak by.
Good
Mom's
job,
still in the
Nibs.
picture. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Nibs.
Thanks, Nibs.
Thanks. Thank you, Nibs. It's all good.
You're the name of a ice cream confection, but we appreciate you.
Not very good. There's like no flavor, just cold.
It's just, yeah, it's cold. It's chocolate,
And then
and the
cold.
inside's cold.
Your boy Elron would eventually be picked up for petty theft in San Luis Obispo, Cali, and got a $25 fine. However, he did his mental jujitsu and explained he was an undercover officer learning about diseased and criminal minds,
I mean, he's just like a sailor that could not see Mexico.
even though he was actively bombing the shit out of it.
Well, yeah, because he just could not see it.
Could not see it.
I'm
I
doing
just
this
could
for
not
you,
see it.
Nibs. My son, Nibs.
Nibs!
You can see my skeleton.
Like a cartoon, Saturday morning. During this lull of financial robustness, he takes this time to establish Dianetic facilities.
Oh.
We're getting there. But before we get into the big ol' S word, I want you to know he takes his third wife, a staff employee from a Dianetics facility, Sue Whip, Mary Sue Whip.
Very Sue Whip.
Yeah, so he's got Grubbs, he's got the Betty Sue, and now he's got Mary Sue Whip. Not Betty Sue, what was it? Betty Sarah.
Grubbs Sue Whip.
Grubbs Sue Whip had a bunch of children with all three of them, and had two of them at the same time. Not good.
Oh,
Doubling down.
double preggers.
All right, we've been straying away.
Dude, do
from
you
it.
think if you have double pregger wives, you could just have them like belly bump it out?
Yeah,
You
like
know what I
sumo
mean?
wrestlers.
Like sumos.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want a bunch of mushy kids,
I mean, they're
It's
all
easier for her.
mushy. They're all mushy.
it is true. It's
the
much
start.
easier for her, but it's harder on them later. So you want to give them a good start.
Now, for fuck's sake, we've all been avoiding the S word, kind of.
Wait,
until
hold
now. What's up?
Before you get to the S word, so he's starting Dianetics.
Which becomes
Yeah, but what is he trying to pitch with Dianetics? Like before he's even got the S word. We all know what the S fucking word is.
Isn't the Dianetics like self-help but thrown into fake math, essentially?
All right, I'm going to boil it down as simple as I can.
Okay.
Dianetics is organized, repetitive thinking makes everything better with you. It's a universal problem solver. If you can think it repeatedly in the right way and will it, it'll come out. And that's not a horrible thing. It's like The Secret. Remember that book?
Yeah, which is kind of a horrible thing.
I
but
That's a horrible thing.
I got that for graduation. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
it's a well-intentioned, not great thing.
Guess what? I got a secret. I got a secret.
What's the secret?
What's all of our
You like
secrets?
stuffed raccoons? What's going on?
What's all of our secrets? If you heat up macaroni too much and you stick your dick in it, you'll get blisters. I got a secret.
That is technically advice.
So, organized, focused, repetitive thought solves everything. That's the basic of it. And this is essentially ignoring the check engine light of your life. It's like, did your wife leave you? Just think she didn't, and you gonna be good. It's like, you have a problem in your life? Think it away. You can't. Fuck you weak-minded, non-winner piece of shit. Like, people, like, if you have this problem, it's your fault because you can't think it away. And people are sitting there with, like, ass cancer of, like, nth degree. Just like, so, what? I can't, it's not going away.
Well, my ass still hurts. I've been thinking about not ass hurting, but it just keeps happening.
Yeah, and also, not everyone marries a woman named Grub. Because you can think away a grub real easily.
Yeah.
Well, also, on another quick note, based on what you just said and the way he does all this stuff, I feel like he's that kid in school who used the I'm rubber and you're glue.
Oh, yeah.
Like if he's a chump and someone calls him a chump, he's like, I'm rubber, you're glue. And whatever you say is bounce off me and sticks on you.
Hey,
And
you're
it's like, well, no.
Yeah, you're still a chump, you idiot.
Don't teach kids.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Don't teach kids witticisms that they don't understand.
Yeah, they don't understand that shit. Teach them taekwondo so they can be real bad.
Yeah, exactly. We need more Joe Rogans, but less podcasts from Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Taekwondo and DMT. What could go wrong?
Right.
It's perfect.
I'm 13. You should try DMT.
You should try taekwondo and then DMT, dude. You're getting it all wrong.
You need to smoke DMT through your umbilical cord, you premature fuck.
You guys want to play Quake after this?
No. We know you're good, Joe Rogan. Shut up.
Yes.
LaRon Hubbard is trying to push this repeated self-thought therapy through APA, a.k.a. American Psychology Association. But they're just like, dude, no. It's not how things work.
You're an idiot without eyes who got kicked off of an island.
Because you try to blow it up.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't do. And then LaRon Hubbard does his natural psychological jiu-jitsu, and it's just like, well, my findings and research and revelations would naturally corrupt and bankrupt the APA. So naturally, they don't want it out there.
It's too powerful.
They don't want this. They don't want this.
Like, my brain is like a boat. You got to be all aboard.
My hat's like a shark fin, and they don't like sharks because they're a bunch of little minnows. You understand what I'm putting down here? Whatever you say is dumb, and I'm rubber.
Bingo bango. We got full-blown Scientology on our hands. We said it.
Dominoes.
There we go. It's open. The floodgates are open. We're talking about Scientology.
And I'm going to put out two versions of this episode. The normal one, where we're going to talk about Scientology and L. Ron Hubbard, and then the other one is just going to be a soundscape. that I put out from this point on. We're just really nice synth chords, and you can think about how good you are.
Young.
No, we've all seen the South Park episodes. We can all Google the dumb shit that these people do. And I'm assuming you do know it. And if you don't, I'm going to run down the worst of it and then open up the floor for everyone else to tell me what they know about it.
Cody, before you go into all the deets.
Yes.
I feel like you're going to say something that should go after, but it's fine.
No.
We embrace these
No,
things.
this is before.
We say,
Ter.
what is it, Travis?
I heard that Elron and someone else had a bet that said he could start a religion, and the best way to start a religion was the best way to make money was through a religion, because it's untaxable.
Oh, very much true. And
Okay, who was the person, and what was the situation?
That then truth, and actually now current truth, is an idea of one, I don't know if you heard of him, Ron Hubbard.
Okay,
It was him.
so he was just like, I bet you can't start a religion and get tax-free religion.
So, Cody, why don't you go? Because I have one more thing to say about
We'll tack
that.
off.
We'll come back
piggyback.
up. I like,
All right,
I like what you're talking about.
I'm just trying to progress the conversation. I'm trying to second level of Dianetics. Third level of dynamics.
There it is.
Let us talk about auditing, my friends. Now, this is hypnosis / interrogation. A stranger would essentially come up to you, attach a prop box to something on your body. I think it's your hands. Was it an e-meter or something?
Multimeter.
Great. A Sanrio brand multimeter. It's got like Karopi and Hello Kitty all over it. And the stranger with a prop box tells you, you're fucking hiding something. What is it?
You're gay.
Yeah, sure. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, usually.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm gay. And they'd be like, no. The deeper secret, Travis. What's beyond that? What are you hiding?
I'm super gay.
Oh, you one of those mega gays?
Yo, one
One of those
super
ultra
gays.
mega gays?
I'm so gay I don't even like dick.
And then you'd be like, yeah, you'd be like, I'm so gay I have a pussy fetish. Yeah. And they'll be like,
Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Gay as fuck. We're all gay here.
Yeah, fucking gay.
and you'd be like, yeah, I got a pussy fetish. And they'd be like, no. What's the deeper secret? And they would just keep fucking doing this. And like these sessions would go to 8, 10, 12 hours.
So it's like a Dragon Ball Z of being gay. You just always
not
use
just
that
gay.
second level of. No, I mean, the Tom Cruise
Gay
is
was
probably
the
gay.
example. It's not the.
No, it's always the thing.
It could be other things. You could have killed somebody. You could have been
Which
guilty
is
of
gay.
Wow. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if that makes it in the episode.
Yes, we will. Yes, the three of us will.
All right, so we have a bunch of gay listeners. So
love
if you're
ya.
listening, why don't you write in? Tell us that you're gay, and Travis will tell you you're not gay enough.
And send you stickers or something.
You're not gay enough.
You're not gay enough. You're like Super Saiyan level gay 3.
It's fine to be gay,
It's all right.
but you're not gay enough.
And I'll hook you up to my multimeter.
I need this needle to jump, motherfucker.
Yo, is your dick harder than the multimeter? Not good enough.
All right, Cody, let's get back into
these
Scientology.
sessions would go 8, 10, 12 hours. Whenever you said something dirty, they'd be like, no, give me the dirtier. And then they'd push you to a point where you just make something up. Like, I have extramaritals with my couch ottoman. Leave me. Can this be over? I want to go home, man. and they'd, of course, have this on tape, and like they have you saying, like, I fucking ottoman on camera. And they have this now. And they have this dirt on you. And by the way, you paid for this to happen.
Right.
You paid
yeah.
for this session. And now they know you fuck Ottomans and they can just hold this dirt over you whenever they need a secret or money.
As soon as you pay for it, it becomes more valid, like college. Or any album you've ever purchased. If you notice the ones you've purchased, you actually listen to. All the streaming shit you have in your library, you'd never listen to.
Nah.
You're paying for a premium blackmail service.
It's tight.
Congratulations. You just played yourself.
Or as they say on the internet, congratulations, you won. Did you ever see that porn ad? I usually get the one I'd try to click for my touching my tips. And
You clicking with your dick?
I get this ad. Yeah, I click my dick. It'd flop over on the keyboard.
That's not where the that's not where you click. It's on the mouse.
And then it would just say, congratulations, you won.
A free iPod.
And it's like, local singles in your area, Green Lawn. And I'm like, I'm not in Green Lawn. And also, those don't look like local singles in Green Lawn.
There's no Cubans.
Nothing against Green Lawn, but
everything against Green Lawn.
Disconnection, aka forsaking the non-believers. If you were into Scientology and your wife wasn't, you just lost the wife. No more wife for you if she's a believer.
Tight.
So it's just you lose your support, or you can keep your support if they give the church what they want, and you know what the church wants:
Money.
Money.
So like it's just stripping away your support. It's a line in the sand. If you like the church, you get to cross it, be with it, and everyone you love gets to give the church money. Yay.
Ah,
Good. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is fair game, which, hey, we all are right now. Can we do a little toast?
sure.
Roast Mortem Cast, fair game to Scientologists as of tonight, this sexual night.
Yes, get on our case, people,
Launch it.
Oh, yeah.
and do it better than the. Do it better than the guy who came after us from roasting Jack Trammell. That guy left Twitter.
Yeah. He abandoned
Yeah.
He
Twitter.
openly complained about us roasting Jack Trammell, and I wrote "ha," and he left Twitter.
Yeah, his criticism is we weren't there.
Yeah, we weren't.
We weren't.
And I altogether don't hate Jack Trammell.
Yeah, what were you doing in the 80s, Travis?
Dude, I mean, I'm just going to say, what were you doing when we roasted Bathory in the fucking 17th century?
You weren't there. We weren't there.
I wasn't there, bro.
We weren't.
This guy is so nerdy. He
I didn't
couldn't even
remember
get
his
on.
name.
I don't know, but he was so nerdy that he couldn't even like catch the wave of nerds being acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the type of guy that doesn't play Clue by moving the pieces with their dick. You know what I mean, like I
Yeah,
just do that.
He's the
I
kind of
do
guy.
that.
You mentioned board games. He's the kind of guy who built his own Risk board and has never used it because has no friends.
Well, he might have 50 friends.
He's got 50 best friends.
50 best
and they're
friends.
all busy every day, every moment he's ever thought about.
Dude, I have 50 best friends. You haven't met any of them because they're the most successful, busy people you've ever met.
My girlfriend's a model, and my other girlfriend, she was also a model, and I watched them make out, and then they fought over me.
Did we have sex? No. But they made out. They were too busy making out.
Because I have pride, and I'm righteous, and God.
Fair game means you're open for beratement, demeanment, slander, accostation, assault, even any means necessary.
Awesome.
So it's just you don't want to leave because we'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
You get me? So everything in Scientology is either A, we want you to stay, and B, while you're staying, give us money.
Sounds like a
everything.
Sounds like a CULT.
Travis, your fair game.
Dude,
fair
did you
game,
just say
Travis.
it? You just threw out there? It's assault.
Assault. Assault.
Dude, well, salts are dangerous. So if you know anyone who's in assault,
I didn't spell salt. Did I spell salt?
yeah.
Fuck.
If it's a soft C.
Yeah.
Oh, like
C-U-L-T.
assault.
Salt.
Wow.
Dude, I thought I just spelled salt regularly.
Dude.
But, yeah.
Well, you know, a lot of times it's just different, you know? But here I am. I'm your dude. I'm here to tell you, you gotta cease and desist. We're talking about salts right now.
I'm going to quiche and desist. That's delicious.
Dude, it's all about bath salts.
It's good stuff.
Goddamn quiche. All right. Fuck it. All right. Regrettably, gentlemen, we're talking about our last and final boat.
Oh, yeah.
The Sea Org.
Sea Org.
A mobile fleet for spreading fucking Scientology.
Still exists today.
Oh,
Yeah, great. And you can imagine on international waters, no one's checking your homework. No one's checking if you're feeding your crew. No one's checking if you're not throwing them overboard.
Yeah.
what?
Yes!
He's throwing people overboard.
He's throwing the fucking non-believers overboard. Travis, when you're fair game to be thrown overboard.
My
Dude.
God. And the US government who's barely paying attention, that one senator maybe who's on the coast
US
yelling
government.
miles away going, better not be molesting those kids.
By the way, you're still tax exempt. Just want you to know.
I'm gonna address that later because that's a misconception.
Okay, cool.
I want to hear about that.
Well,
No, we'll talk about it.
yeah.
We'll just,
Got it.
As we do. We talk.
Yeah, well, I just want to
All
see.
facts, cite us on your papers, except don't do a paper on this because then you're fair game, and we care about our listeners, and we're martyrs.
Come in the water. It's fine.
The water's lukewarm. Might as well touch me. Is that how science is?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm pretty drunk right now.
That's good, man. We've been drinking liquor all night.
There's still liquor on the table.
Oh, shit.
Sea Org, a.k.a. a mission, in search of, quote, 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 a friendly little country where Scientology would be allowed to prosper. Doesn't that sound nice?
Does sound nice.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the abuse and slavery that went unchecked aboard the Sea Org.
Wait, slavery?
Slavery? Like, who's checking? No one's checking. He's got indoctrinated fucks that are just like, yes, sir, you can eat sushi off my butt.
Dude, is that actually something that happened?
No.
Oh, well, then I'd be like, wow.
Well, you have to
fucking
understand.
Elron, so sick.
Well, they did.
We don't know it didn't.
No, they did eat fish off butts, but it was all tuna salad. Because this guy doesn't know how to run boats. If you don't know how to run boats, you can't fish. You got to bring cans on.
Yeah. It's all tuna. It's all German potato salad.
Yeah, German potato salad and tuna fish salad just off of that fucking translucent bag of a man's butthole.
It wasn't a
No,
bag, it was a bucket of food. Let's get into this.
All right. Whoa, okay, there's actual facts.
This is awesome.
Yeah, we got a little facts. We wouldn't be roasting more than if
only have
someone
facts.
didn't read a thing on Wikipedia.
Bless you.
Thank you. You were minor offenses. You were thrown in the bilge. And Travis, what is the bilge for? What's the bilge's primary function?
It's for keeping you downstairs. And the gross zone.
It's the gross zone because it's the zone that's designed to keep water out of the ship.
It flushes the water out.
It's the ship's
Get
toilet.
out. Get out. They're like poopy comes in and bad shit goes out.
Minor offenses. You were thrown in the bilge with a bucket of food.
Tuna fish salad.
Right? I was just thinking you said that. I was like, that's the worst thing to get a bucket of.
Right? Well, when you first get it, it's like, oh, okay, it just came out of the fridge.
Deal. This is good.
3 hours later, it's like, this is getting warm.
And then it's Thursday, and you're just like, I am hungry.
Damn it.
They're given a bucket of food, and you had to make the decision. Do you
Bilge it or you eat it?
the rough choice of do you shit in the bucket and leave your food on the tetanus floor, or do you just shit on the floor and eat out of the bucket? It's one of those like
That's some fucking sick. That's like some fucking sick
that's
saw
Saw
shit.
Yeah, Saw shit.
Yeah.
That's advanced Macaulay Culkin shit.
Yeah, that's adult Macaulay Culkin movie,
want to
aka
play
Saw.
Well, I could honestly see it being an advantage if you had a bald head, if you had male pattern baldness.
Because
and
you rested on your head.
you could just put the food on your head.
Yeah.
And you have to worry about the
Oh
hair
yeah,
getting in there.
if you just like scarecrow out and just
Yeah.
like hold like the Cheetos on your arms.
Yeah, you shit in the bucket, and you just
you
gotta have
just,
your
like-
food on your head.
No, you just roll it all to your fingers and then you like eat it like a cigarette. Eat it like a cigarette.
Yeah, like
Eat
a
it
totem
like-
pole that's
yeah.
eating all the animals on top of you. You're the bottom of it.
Or you got to do the shirt thing, you know what I mean? Or,
Oh yeah.
pooping with like honey buns.
I haven't done that for years. You
Yeah.
know when you put something, you're a little kid, and you put a bunch of Legos in your shirt.
Yeah, you're like, save her for later.
I'm gonna walk it 5 feet. I need to do this.
I need to eat my bee meat. Ooh, bees taste so good.
Oh, bee meat. Oh, bee meat. It's delicious. It's got a nice sting to it.
It's high in vitamin B.
People are shitting on the floor. Shut up. We tried not to think too hard about this behavior. It was not rational much of the time. But to even consider such a thing as discreditable thought, and you couldn't allow yourself to have discreditable thought. One of these questions was a security check, and it was, have you ever had unkind thoughts about L. Ron Hubbard? And you can get into very serious trouble if you had, so you tried not to. So it was punishable to even think bad of Mr. L. Ron Hubbard aboard a ship. This is like the stuff they were...
And you think they would figure that out right after the first guy got thrown off the bilge?
Well, I'm just thinking I would fail automatically because we're talking about all these mayonnaise-based salads,
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about Elron, like, going to town, like, eating some puss. And, like, and he's...
Mayonnaise-based
but
puss?
No, but she's got, like, potato salad all in her pubes. And he's just, he's, like, straining the fucking... He's straining the potato out through her pubes with his teeth.
That's pretty gross. But what you're saying, I guess what you're trying to say, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if someone asks you, like, you got bad thoughts about Elron, and you're really turned on to him, you're like, oh, I got bad thoughts. No. And you try to come off like real cool and 90s like and put on real small glasses while you say it, but then they just take a shit on you and give you tuna fish salad.
That was a minor offense.
Dude, my glasses are blue and they're small!
A major offense got you thrown overboard, and Elron, the sick, sadistic son of a bitch he was, would set up a little tripod and camera.
And jerk off.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we have any footage of this?
I don't think we do.
Not us personally, but
the universe. I don't think we. I know I don't, but I don't think we do. Because,
David Miscavige threw it all out.
Fuck, dude. Yeah.
You right over there?
Pee-pee vagina hole.
So he's fucking around. He's in France. He's fucking shit up in France, and he's in foreign countries. He's an American doing things in foreign countries against American will. Does that sound like a filibuster, Travis?
Yeah, kind of.
A little bit of a filibuster.
Busting. Busting makes them feel good.
All right. Who knows anything about Snow White? Operation Snow White. Shut up.
I'm going to say no.
No.
It was pretty much Scientology was just like, yeah, let's fill up the IRS with us.
Oh.
So if the IRS is filled with us, we can look the other way when it's time for
audit season.
Yes. And it was like the biggest infiltration of the U.S. government ever admitted by the U.S. government.
Really?
Wow.
Yes. Wow. I didn't know that.
There we go. That's the last I know about Scientology. And now, open floor, open season.
Wow. Okay.
Anyone know anything sexy?
So we're going to talk about Scientology, and then we'll
as
finish
much as
up.
we can for the next 5 or 6 minutes.
Quickly. All right. So immediately, right off the bat, Snow White. You have all these Scientologists who are up in there in a branch of the government that's technically not even the government.
Yeah.
That it should be illegal. I'm not against taxation, but the way the IRS runs their shit, they're really fucked up. So then you have those people being like, oh man, we're going to get a tax exempt. Back to what I was talking about with tax exempting. Elron never pulled that off. David Miscavige pulled that off. That's why he was like looked upon as one of the best people.
Oh yeah, he got them written off as being tax exempt.
Yeah, David Miscavige actually pulled that off, and that was like right before Elron died. Elron had no hand in that. He just had this real peppy, like...
He probably gave him one of his last boners, though.
Probably.
Like Elron.
Little Miscavige boy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, also, if you don't know, David Miscavige, current head figure of Scientology, don't know where his wife is, totally killed that bitch, and is just telling the government to go away. I own this part of this Sea Org and this place in California and this place in Florida.
She wasn't here a moment ago, officer, I swear.
Yeah, I'll get back to you in about like 12 years when I find her.
Bye.
And we'll roast him when he dies.
Yeah. Oh, David Miscavige, such a piece of shit.
Oh, he's still kicking?
Oh, yeah, Miscavige is in, man. This is,
there.
I mean, I don't want to give away anything, but Elron didn't die that long ago.
80s.
Yeah. And Miscavige got in pretty young, so it's only been 2 leaders.
Makes
All right,
sense.
so I'm going to take my time about Scientology with a personal story. All right, so I'm gonna tell you a little bit of a personal story.
Drop it on
It's
us,
family
Daddy.
heritage. So my Publicans, my Papa Daddy,
Daddy Dick?
Daddy Dick, big old Dick. He was hanging out in San Diego.
Cool.
In the
I'm going to drink
70s.
scotch to this story.
He was in the Navy. And he was fucking cruising around on his fucking rollerblades with that fucking, those short shorts that ladies wear nowadays.
Yeah.
It's booty shorts.
What color?
Beige.
Animal beige? Animal print beige.
Animal print camo beige. So he's scooting around in his fucking camo print beige, and somebody comes up to him and he's like, "Hey, do you want to hear about Scientology?" He's like, "All right, cool. I'll fucking check it out."
What a nice open dick.
Why not? Yeah, he's fucking wide open. He's sounding.
So your dad took off his rollerblades to go inside of a building?
Yeah, he takes off his rollerblades,
Big no-no.
Can you imagine?
goes into a building, and he sits through this like hour session about how Scientology is fucking the way of you get tested. You do his Dianetics. You can do all these things.
Yeah.
Test his thetans.
Yeah. E-meter. OTs.
And at the end of the seminar, they asked him, "Does anyone have any questions?" And he was like, "So L. Ron Hubbard was a really good science fiction writer. What was your favorite book?"
That's what he said.
Good
That's what he
question.
said.
Good dick.
Good question, Dick.
Good old Dick. And they were like, "You can please leave right now."
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that's a good dick, and that's the dick that made you.
Yeah, that was a big old. So Seaman shot out my dad's dick, and his name is
I don't want
Dick.
that part of the story.
This was later, right?
That was the
That was,
imagination.
that was later.
Our listeners have imagination.
No,
I trust
they
them.
don't have it. I'm teaching them. So Dick's dick made me.
All right, fine. You heard it. Listeners,
It's
we
like
have
Wally Wonka.
we have an official
It's
divide.
like Willis Wonka's.
It's Willy Wanker.
You got Willy Wonka versus .com/science man notology boy. All right, Cody.
Are we proud of ourselves right now?
Don't know.
No, keep telling me about things, Cody.
Yeah, I'm done with my stories. I hope Travis is.
Scientology is ugly. It's a monster that builds and snowballs into some ugly fuckery, and people are not kind to ugly fuckery.
Oh, one more thing. I really like that Germany does not acknowledge them as a religion.
Good,
Sick meme.
That's a smart thing they did.
good on the fatherland, man.
Yeah.
They also don't acknowledge Jews.
Is not true.
Nope. Yeah. No. They feel real bad about that.
Oh, they feel bad about it now,
Dude,
but
You can't be a Nazi in Germany.
Well,
you can
I-
be a Nazi in America.
Yeah.
Let that just.
that's true.
Yeah.
Over
let that just. Speak.
over there, they feel very bad about.
Oh, they
that.
do
Like-
feel bad.
Like when I went out there, as soon as my nose started getting off the plane, everyone was sucking the back of my dick.
Knocklist?
Everyone. Yeah. Exactly. My
Oh,
vice versa.
Saltzmans?
I got along with every German I met over there, and they felt bad.
Well, you got the special treatment. I went over there like, look at this fucking jackass. He's got a fucking Nazi haircut.
Yeah. I felt
You
like
can get back on the plane.
I felt like a rich black guy in an Apple store.
All right, Cody, let's keep going.
I tried
Let's
really
keep
hard
going.
to like piggyback off of that. It snowballs. It culminates. It's ugly, and people hate it. And he gets exposed. And it's just like you're a c word, aren't you? You're a cult. Yeah, you filthy fucking Hubbard.
Fucking cunt.
You mother Hubbard.
You dirty hell.
Like money's being funneled. Non-believers and naysayers are disappearing, being thrown overboard. Yada yada yada. Elron naturally goes into hiding, which is a good move. You got $1 billion. You got a 20-something wife.
We had $1 billion?
He's got $1 billion.
Wow.
He's got
like 70s billion?
It's not liquid, but he's got $1 billion. Just because he's got indoctrinated servants, you know what I mean? And those people each, you know what I mean, have life savings that he could pull in.
The time that you've skipped in this story
Is vast.
It's huge.
I don't
yeah.
care. We all know. We've seen
Or are
the
we in
South
the
Park
80s? Are we
episode.
in the 70s?
No, we're not here to talk about actual Scientology. That's why we got it out of our
70s.
system.
I know, but I'm just wondering,
70s,
$1 billion in what
70s.
money? 70s.
He's got a bunch of money.
Okay.
like
Yeah.
he literally has an unfathomable amount of money.
Okay.
It's not liquid, but he has so many believers that are willing to do anything, aka empty their
Give,
life
yeah.
savings.
Yeah.
So it's literally we can't tell how much money. When I say $1 billion, I don't know.
Could be
Like,
a 3 billion.
$1 billion cents.
Of course.
Yo.
And you got to look at all those people that hadn't yet actually put all their money in just yet,
Nah.
and they already paid the tax on the income,
Yeah, he's got
and
thumb.
then the rest of it kind of disappears. Oh, you're going to be paying us money.
Yeah.
It's not all in one place. It's a good way to set it up.
And like his estate now, he's got Tom Cruise. He's got the chick from that 70s show with big boobs, Donna.
Yeah,
Really? I
Yeah.
like Donna.
I know, right?
Donna was good.
She's ruined.
great tits.
Great tits. He's got that 70s show. All of it.
Eric Foreman. He's got a
bought-
Topher Grace.
That 70s show.
No, actually, Hyde
hold on.
Hyde is also a Scientologist.
He is, and he's an asshole. But also,
Really?
on another side note, that 70s show would be a great name for a C+ strip club.
It's just Bush. It's all Bush.
like,
it
oh,
censors itself.
nothing wrong with a little bit Bush.
If you can't see the roots, I tried and nothing came up.
Ah, you're fine.
L. Ron Hubbard goes into hiding, which is understandable. You've got $1 billion, you've got indoctrinate armies, and you got a 20-something wife. That's super tight. All you need is a little bit of Wi-Fi and a pallet of cup of noodles, and you're good.
Right. He hits the ocean, right? In hiding, pretty much?
No, he's telling Sea Org what to do while he's, I think, in a motorhome at this point in his life.
Oh, it's fucking rad. That's so rad.
Okay, when I say motorhome, it's a really, really, really good motorhome. And the reason it's a motorhome is because he has ranches that, you know what I mean? He's just like, I want to be here now. And
Right.
Like, there's no houses on the ranches. It's just like, I'm going to park my home. This is me. I'm Elron.
This is me on the road. I'm Al Ronnie.
But it's like, all you got to do, little pallet cup of noodles and Wi-Fi, you just ride it out to doomsday, man. And even if it rains for like 40 days and nights, you just hop on that pallet, the noodles came on, and you're good.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not getting this whole analogy of noodles and pallets.
Noodles.
Dude, noodles, dog. You don't get this?
Oh, like pool noodles?
Yeah, whatever.
Instant noodle. Ramen, Travis.
All right.
He's in hiding. He's incognito. He's fucking dodging those court subpoenas.
That's the penis.
The penises.
I don't want to. I don't want no subpoenas to touch me.
Dude, I don't want any subpoenas in my zone.
All right, his health is declining because he's not seeing doctors. He's on the lam. He's in the shadows. He's neglecting medical treatment as a Heidi boy. Somebody asked me how he did.
How did L. Bon Hubby Boy die? With his butt out? I'd imagine.
I don't know. That's not true.
All right, cool. I'm kind of true.
L. Ron Hubbard. What the fuck?
L. Ron Huffington.
L. Ron Hubbard, your boy Hubby, suffered traumatic injury from a motorcycle accident.
Oh.
Only to survive to endure a heart attack in 75, and then a pulmonary embolism and a consequential coma in 76. Later, an huge inexplicable forehead lump manifested that was never diagnosed, so he's just walking around like an unimpressive unicorn.
Lumpy boy.
He's got a fat, flesh-toned dildo coming off of his
This
forehead.
is your god.
Oh, yep, that's how Scientologists think. Like, this is a deific figure.
He
Dude,
survived a motorcycle crash. He had a heart attack. He was also a unicorn, whatever.
Got a unicorn. 81, suffered pancreatitis, failing pancreas. Enjoyed a stroke January 17th, 1986, and finally died a week later at the ripe old age of 74. Apparently, organized repetitive thought didn't help with any of this.
Yeah. I'm not totally road rashed up.
Oh no, let me just think this trauma away.
Dude, I mean, that was a lump in the front of his forehead. It was.
He couldn't
it
think
was
it. No,
that was his thetans, dude. He was fucking building up, and they're like, "Guess what? It's time for you to pass on to fucking Battlefield Earth, dude. It's time for you to fucking fight that ultimate
This is
John Travolta
a
right
big old
now."
blistery spirit bomb leeching off of your forehead.
Yeah, I guess that also explains his teeth.
You've seen his teeth, right?
It's like a shark's teeth, but only one row.
And it's black because he was a smoker.
You can't tell what's like the shade of his mouth and what's black. Very chronic smoker. This is probably why he suffered the pulmonary this and that.
Right. And I'm not shitting on smokers, but, you know, you need to brush your teeth, everybody.
I brush my teeth.
So, you can't just think you've been brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
It's different. His mouth was rotting out of his head the whole time, by the way. It's disgusting.
It's gross.
And by the way, his famous mental psychological jujitsu persisted because of his shitty disciples even after he was dead, because they're like, oh, how does a god die? And his explanation, or the church's explanation, is L. Ron Hubbard learned to operate without his body, and he's currently on sabbatical on a different planet.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like he's like that King Kai shit. Like he's got like tiny little fucking marble of a planet.
Yeah,
hanging
you
out with that
just
monkey.
run around it in like a second.
Yeah, he's just fucking chilling there.
Wow. And that's L. Ron Hubbard. He's not even admitting he's dead. That shitty asshole.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Are we allowed to roast someone that isn't admitted that they're dead yet? He lives.
Yeah.
He lives on technically in asshole land.
Yeah, but so does some of the other people. That
He's
we've
a
done.
dumb idiot. That's all I gotta say, dog.
Just on a lighter note, at the end of this story, with all the shit that's been happening with Scientology over the past couple of years, that A&E thing that with Leah Remini and then the
Queen of Queens,
and then the Louis Theroux, the Scientology numbers are down.
I wonder fucking why.
Yeah, they are way the fuck down now.
Stupid. Did he write Battlefield Earth before Scientology or after? Do you know that?
I don't.
I think it was before.
Probably before. I think he focused
because
heavily
once
on
you do Scientology, that's your pigeonhole.
Right. I mean, I was just saying, he was a science fiction writer.
He was a pulp fiction writer.
Oh, but I mean, his pulp was science fiction. You know what I mean? He was a pulp writer. That just means that you write short stories. Mm-hmm. But he wrote science fiction, and then his whole religion was based around aliens and shit. And connecting with mitochondrian
we didn't
and
talk about Xenu or anything like that. I wanted to spare you guys.
His whole religion about aliens and it was revolved around science fiction. And it's dude, can you be less obvious, man? You were a science fiction writer.
He's a science fiction writer that's believing his own. Yeah. He's taking his own supply.
Yeah.
It's just you're on your own piss right now. You played yourself. Don't do that.
And he hates boats. He loves them.
He's not great with them, and it's laughable.
Sucks at boats.
It's just his eyes, probably. Well, it's his eyes and his murderous disposition, let's be honest.
Yeah, so he's probably killed a bunch of people with the whole Sea Org thing directly and thrown them overboard. And
he's not killed people. He's made people just stop existing.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oof, disappeared.
Well, the Scarface shit. I'm wasted, but I'm glad we didn't talk too much about what science happens, because we didn't talk any about science.
I don't need to know too much. No one needs to know too much about thetans because they're not real. Right. That's my logic.
And we already did Newton, and we did Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
We don't need to do another scientist.
We're not here to glorify. We're not here to glorify people.
We don't do fantasy on this show.
No, we don't. We do facts, and we're real, and everything we said tonight, especially about the tuna, is real.
We'll do fantasy if it's hilarious. However, tearing apart families and bilking them for their life savings. Yeah. Mutually exclusive of hilarious.
Yeah. Atrocious is too kind.
Very much too kind. Well put, sir.
All right, so what does everyone feel about Elron?
I think this is an easy one. I don't want him on my footy team.
Would you put him on your footy team, Cody?
He's got bad feet, too.
Yeah, he's probably got the fallen arch. Yeah, oh yeah, he's got. We know he has shit feet.
Shit feet.
He's
got shit feet. He's probably got inverted toes or something.
You can't move that fast? Oh, we'll put you in goal. Oh, you don't have eyes? Well, we can't do that either.
Well, I'm just saying, if he was to make it on my team, and this is serious, I'm trying to picture him on my team.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. If he could supply the entire team with camelbacks of mayonnaise, he could be on the team.
Camelbacks of mayo.
With that, thank you for tuning into the roast mortem coverage of L. Ron Hubbard.
God,
Cody, thank you for diving into that shit.
We had to do him. I'm so glad we're flushing him down the toilet like this.
Yeah.
Just oof.
Thank God. We're done with that. So if you like this episode and you like us in general, why don't you give us a 5-star rating and subscribe, tell your friends, do all that cool shit. You can follow me on Twitter at Sauntcht, SAUNTCHT.
You can follow me at Travis Legion on almost everything. You could also follow me at 7-Star Boy.
Forgot that. You can follow me, Cody, on the Twitter at Cody McCann, CODYMCCANN.
And you can follow us collectively on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at RoastMortemCast. And we've just launched a Patreon because we're trying to let you get us drunk. Because we've been getting ourselves drunk for a while.
And it's been fun.
Yeah.
I don't mind getting myself drunk, but if someone wanted to pay for some of my drinks, I would appreciate that.
Yeah. I'll be honest.
Appreciate it.
Tom, Travis, and I are not sexy women. We do not get bought drinks.
Dude,
No.
speak for yourself, Cody. I'm a sexy fucking woman.
No, I'm with Cody on this one, man.
I'm a sexy woman.
It is a rarity for a machismo fuerte team such as us to get bought free drinks.
Yeah, and when Travis got that one free drink one time, it went
It was
to
a
his head.
slushy. You can't celebrate a slushy. Like
You guys
that.
can't make
It was a Slurpee on, I
Yeah,
believe,
no.
7-Eleven the day.
July
You guys
11th.
can't make fun of me because my lips are red that day, and then I just put red lipstick on for the rest of the week.
Nothing wrong with
Make
that.
yourself very attractive.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, if you want to chip in, patreon.com/roastmortemcast. And we love you.
Yeah, we need books and beer.
Yep.
Not necessarily in that order.
As they come.
The Danky Shane is coming. The Danky
Danky
Shane is
Shane.
coming. The Danky Shane is coming. The Danky Shane is coming. Danky Shane.